All right, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Please, if you join us, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. We started late. Yesterday was a very busy day. I couldn't come live. And this is later when I say yesterday, I'm talking about Sunday. All right, because here, the front time that we are using, this is 1 a.m. All right, in different land. So literally, this is Monday morning. So it depends on where you are watching. I'm talking about using different time. Okay. So if you have, if you come across this video, I expect you to hit like button and subscribe to the channel. Okay, and we are going to start the program in a few minutes from now. We have some people on the comment section already. I can see you. Let me see how I can expand the, so that I can just send my greetings to you. Just a moment.
I know they fear anybody for here. But if I must say this thing, I'm going to say my mind. The fact is, and what is informing my mind is the fact that nobody lives here forever. I'm going to speak to Igbo people. And I'm going to tell you this. Nnamdi Kanu was a mistake that happened to you Igbo people. Was a mistake. Why do I say it's a mistake? It's a mistake in the sense that despite the fact that all these things that this guy have stated some years ago that is happening now, a bunch of you motherfuckers, let me put it, a bunch of you motherfuckers cannot even rally round to defend and protect and ensure the fact that he's been liberated. I'm telling you, it's a mistake. That is to say, the Igbo people are not worth sacrificing for. They are not worth dying for in any way. Because at the end of the day, they are bunch of talkatives that doesn't translate into reality. And if I must say the truth, I'm going to say my mind today. I don't know whether I'm going to live, how long I'm going to live or whatever. I'm going to say that I even appreciate the likes of them gentle the Yahoo than a bunch of you idiots, a bunch of you fools that create flimsy excuses in regards why you cannot stand and defend the need that this man is not supposed to be behind bars. I'm telling you, take it or leave it. I'm calling for an anarchy or whatever. But the fact is, the reality is staring you people in the eyes.
All right, welcome back. So I'm gonna go through the comments. I have the first person that made a comment here is this our brother. Okay, Mike Ezala. I greet you, Mike. You are welcome. Say good evening from here. This your comment came before I even start the program. So I don't know if I see here. Ike Uzo. I greet you. Ike Uzo. He said Chidi in Canada is a complete, what you believe, then we have another person, our own brother, Amadi Chigoze. Greetings to you. Good evening, greeting Biafran, he said. Greetings to you. You're welcome. Frank Okoye is here with us. Ndewo Mazikai report. Ndewo. Frank, you're welcome. Greetings, Genu Biafrans. That from Frank. And Mike again, Mike Spencer. Mark Spencer, not Mike. Mark Spencer said, good evening from Fremont, CA. Where's that? Is it Canada? I don't know the location. He said Fremont. I don't know where is that place. Maybe I'm gonna ask Google later. As you join, hit the like button to invite others. Start from Frank Okoye. Thank you so much. In fact, I forgot to even remind us, like I normally do on my comment. Please make sure you like the video. Okay, I'm gonna say that poll after this. Frank, okay, again, okay, keep reminding them, my brother. Thank you. As you join, hit like button to invite others, he said. And Ike also said, kind they were to you. One Jessica, thank you. And we have our own Gerard. Gerard Dike. Good morning, Mazakai. Kai report. Happy new month. Happy new month to you. Mazakai, you are doing well with Oga Wokowo. All right, thank you so much. So please make sure you like the video and share it to many platforms of your choice. We are going to go straight to the program. Reason why I have to play this video because of Chidi Wanyawo that is involved. You know, Chidi Wanyawo, this happened a few months ago. But because of the video that I made yesterday where we talked about Avids, okay, I felt like let's hear from Chidi Wanyawo and connect it to what he has done. So this video, because this is late hour, don't expect us to spend that kind of long hour. So, but at any point you want to join me, let me know. In fact, I'm going to put the link. At any point as we move forward, you want to comment before you sleep, you can join me on the studio and make your voice heard. Okay, let me just quickly set a reminder here. Okay, I want to know. Yeah, I've done that. So please make sure you like the video. Like I said, Kachi KC, good morning from here, my brother Kai. Happy new month to you, my dear. Nice to hear from you. We have only 24 people watching at this point, and I expect you to make sure you like the video. So Chidi Wanyawo interviewed the president of Avis. So, and I want us to go through it now. So we have spent 7 minutes of the program, and we are gonna continue because we are just starting. We're gonna continue with that.
And you motherfuckers are seeing it. And the best you can do is online propaganda. To come and show why we are like this, why we are like this. You are expecting a magic, whether from the US or from any other country or whatever. But the fact is, the power lies within you people. You bunch of motherfuckers that are not ready to live up to. Do you know what it means? Do you know what it takes for this man to actually go even a year without seeing his wife and his children, without fucking his wife, to get that gratification? And you bunch of motherfuckers, even ordinary Soludo, Buro Oba has to coerce you into the need why you need to open the market for economy to prosper, despite the fact that you have your own brother that is detained while other people are still working freely. Bandits, criminals are still working freely in Nigeria. And all you have to say is, when we come out, then go kill us. Nigerian government not like us. Whatever. Let's pay money to lobby the US. It's a shame on you motherfuckers. And the last time anybody ever come up to tell me about Biafra, tell me what you're going to do about Biafra, or the fact that Nigeria needs to reset itself to accommodate everybody. But as long as this is concerned, you people are nothing but bunch of disgrace. With just an exception of few that are ready to lend their voice in regards to, is this a country? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you people that this is not a country. And we are seeing, and even the globe is seeing, that this is not a country. This rubbish is happening. This man sacrificed his life, the life of his family, for you people. And all you bunch of motherfuckers can come and do is just to capitalize on the fact that when we come, then go kill us. Shadow don't kill him now. They don't carry and go casino, sentence them to life. And you bunch of motherfuckers are busy there in their homes, fucking their own wives, fucking your own wives, having your own children to see them every day. While this man cannot see his wife and his children, do I agree with whatever he has done? I don't agree with the fact that his pronouncement or whatever has resulted to some casualties. But what has resulted to the casualties? The malhandling of the federal government of Nigeria of the situation that has translated into this. Because if the government were to handle this reasonably, it wouldn't have resulted to this. And this is a man that has a strong conviction, no matter what it takes. But you bunch of motherfuckers, keep doing your business. The last time I see any idiot between God and man coming to tell me why we need to do this on social media, thunder fire you. Thunder fire you. You bunch of motherfuckers have the resources and all it takes to liberate this man. And the fact is it going to be an easy route? It's not going to be an easy route. Just like the route he took, it wasn't an easy route. But you idiots are waiting for an easy route to take.
All right. And the message is very, very clear, but that's not why we are here. Okay. I just want to use that to, just to awaken your spirit, your mind, your intention to this particular video that we're about to listen to. And many of you know who Chidwaya is and his constant.
So good to have you.
We are going to start the program properly. Please make sure once again that in case you have not liked the video, but you have liked it before, don't click on it again, because if you do, you are taking the one that you have already given. So just click on it once and make sure that you subscribe to the channel. You're welcome. Now let's go there.
Here we have a special guest in the studio today. All right. There's been a clarion call. Everybody who is an Igbo person and a lover of Igbo people, but not just a lover of Igbo people. If you're a lover love, that shows you I'm a really Igbo man. If you're a lover of freedom, then you have to be interested in what is going on. I'm not going to waste your time because our guest today is very, very busy. In fact, he's supposed to be in another meeting right now. But because of how important this is, I had to beg him to come and be with us. So without wasting time, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring our guest on today's program, the person of Chief Dr. Sylvester Onya. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Chidi. Thank you for having me. Yes. It's a pleasure being here with you once again. It's been a while.
Yeah.
If you have noticed, Chidi have removed here doctor, in his name. Maybe because his guest is a doctor, he don't want to. Maybe when a real doctor show up, the lesser one will disappear. Now he's not putting chief the one yaw. Nabo like when he want to deceive Igbo people, he will put on Igbo attire. A lot of chameleons are doing that. Once they want to pass the message or want to appear as if he cares about the people, they will put on red cap and this year. Before you know it, as if anybody is dragging it before. You may be an Igbo man, but your mind is not with Igbo. Maybe you are just not there. Or maybe your DNA is somehow questionable. But looking at you, your structure may appear to be like that of Igbo. But the real you, what makes you is elsewhere.
Been a while, and I'm worried. I don't know. I'm looking at you. You're looking younger. What is happening?
We thank God for everything.
Going
to the gym and staying young.
You're looking good, man.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah. So, we're gonna get down to business, okay? You are the boss of AVID, and AVID stands for American Veterans of Igbo Descent. That is to say that members of AVID are men and women who have served in various forces of the United States of America. So just tell us a little background about AVID and what AVID is all about.
Well, thank you. AVID is a paramilitary organization that comprises our people, Igbo people, that have served the strongest and the best military in the whole wide world, the United States military. And we still have people that are in active duty. We have retired folks. So it comprises of all that, both reserve, vest, and the rest of it. Air Force, Marines, Army, Navy, name it. They're all in there. Those are our members. Awesome. Honorable discharge people and people that are still active.
Good. So why AVID? Why did you guys decide?
American Military Veterans of Igbo Descent.
Yes. So why did you people form it? Because you're retired, you should be enjoying yourself. America has a way of treating people who have served them honorably. Very good. Why AVID?
Well, if you go to our website, I spelled out the reason why we have to be in existence. A whole lot of things is going on. As you recall, we have fought a war, genocidal war, 67-70. British government helped try to exterminate everybody from the Igbo land. There are so many reasons why we have to be in existence. And still today, we're still fighting war. Our brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is caged and held down, which I keep telling people, it is all the Igbos that is being held down. So we wouldn't want anything that happened.
When he said we are still fighting war, Chidwaya nodded his head in agreement to that. But in the midst of that war, he's placing a call to Finland to go and cage PM Simon Ekpa. Has Chidwaya done anything? Apart from calling Finland, what else has he done? From time to time, he will call people to interview them, and after the interview, he will go back. And this time, he want to interview somebody that Igbo related. He will put on his yago. But his DNA and everything, his allegiance and everything is with Sowore. So even Mazi Nnamdi, he don't care. You know, at the beginning, in case you have forgotten, he interviewed Mazi Nnamdi together with Sowore. He hosted them, right? And the damages, I think have done the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm sure Chidwaya in America, I think he went to America to meet Sowore or something like that. How many of you remember that interview at early stage? Wasn't not Chidwaya? He was the one. He was the one that interviewed them. I need to double check on that. Is that Chidwaya or is it Chidwaya or Dr. Damages? Because both of them have similar character. The only thing about Damages is Damages somehow, both of them have similar character, and they are both Igbo. But Chid is more. If you ask me to choose, I will choose Dr. Damages. I will tell you my reason is because Damages may not be in agreement with your freedom. He may believe that he can do it, and he just want to maintain his life, his own. But the Chidi can went as far as calling your enemy to come and pick you up. He can even decide to dress like you, talk like you for a while to study you. That is the very, very dangerous human being. A man that can map out his time to study you and target your weaknesses, know when you are going to sleep, when you are awake, the best moment of your life, he will study that and use it against you. He may not come physically, like he may not confront you one-on-one, but he will spend his time to bring people that will go after you. Dr. Damages may just focus on his content, you know, even though he's not actually performing very fine. Because one thing about this life is that when you ignore what you're supposed to do as an Igbo man, the grace the Yoruba man has is different from what you have. As an Igbo man, for you to succeed, you must be truthful. I'm just telling you, must be very, very, very truthful. A Yoruba man can strive, can attain to a certain level in life with lies, with propaganda, with pretense. Igbo man, you can't do that. If you do, you are just putting limits, and that is what is holding Dr. Damages down. Everybody that have worked with the Standard Reporter, that are now running their own platform, they are doing better than Damages. And Damages has been here for a while. See, I knew him since 2010. 2010 or 20, it should be 2011, I'm sure, 2011 to 2012. 2011 to 2012. He has been doing this, the Damages. Then he was working with Sahara. He later created his own platform, but look at his performance. Adeola, for how many Adeola, you can see. Even if he's not, I'm not saying that he should be in the same measure with Adeola, but see Adeola platform, guys, see Dr. Damages, then you know. Both of them are doing similar content. But guess who is performing very, very fine? Adeola. Why? Because Adeola is a Yoruba person, and that is what Yorubas are known for. Igbo man, you can't live in a shadow of Yoruba man or Yoruba character, and you expect to grow like that. No. I'm not saying that Adeola is a bad person. No. I'm just trying to let you know that don't copy who you are not, maintain who you are. As an Igbo person, you expect to be truthful, at least to a certain level. Don't pretend. As you are pretending, you're actually hurting yourself down. At the end of the day, you are going to be your own. You know what they call self-destruction. You are going to be an instrument to tear yourself down. That is why Damages. Funny enough, everybody know his name. If you said of Damages now, almost all Biafran, whether you are 4 back, 4 in, 4 left, autopilot, neutral, Biafran agitators, anybody know a man called Dr. Damages. And the Nigerians, people who are not even Biafrans, they actually know him. But why is it that he's not? But nobody wants to pay much attention on him. Why? Because when you listen to him, after, let's say, 1 week, 2 weeks, you can see some, like, the way he covered truth is not good. But go and watch Adeola. Even though she always don't want to report, go hard on her people, the way she normally go on other people. But sometimes Adeola will come out and spell it out the way it is. I watch her video going harder, a little bit harder on Buhari. You won't see that from Damages. Damages trying to do similar thing, going hard on the current president. We do that of Jonathan, because Jonathan is from the east. But now, during the time of Buhari, he pipe low. During the time of Tinubu now, he's not saying much. In fact, he wants you to be the one to say it on his platform. He's not going to say anything. And as an Igbo man, when you begin to live that kind of life, what you are putting is limit against your growth. Here is the one here. He wants to be sure by fire by force. And he just wants to be sure. Even now, he's putting on this Iago, and you hear after this man's explanation, what he said here about what our people are going through and all that. When you check what Chidwaya said from beginning to the finish, it is more about Shawara. You know, it's more about Shawara. I don't have an issue with the Shawara. But what I'm trying to say is that as an Igbo man, Oyoko na Babia, as long as you want to have a platform where you are reporting what is going on, even if you want to play neutral, but be realistic. One thing about being a neutral reporter or independent reporter is this: you have to know you have to know your limits, you have to know your starting point, and your ending point. If you make mistake on your, for instance, on your starting point, is a problem. If you also make a mistake where you are going to end, is a problem. You understand? But you need to sometimes point it out the way it is. It may not, if when you do that, some people will say, oh, we are no longer neutral, we are siding Mr. A or Mr. B. Don't worry, say it. Because that is truth. Current course on that thing you said will stand. It doesn't matter where you are from the left wing or you're from your right wing. At the end of the day, that thing you said will stand. That's when you are truthful. And that makes you an independent reporter. You have your platform, but when you see something going on in Igbo land, you bend down. Bending down on what is happening in our land or condemning that in which you know, but you don't want to provoke, quote unquote, your friends in Sahara Reporter. You think that Sahara Reporters are the only audience you want to have. Guess what? If a Yoruba person live that kind of life, the platform will still stand because that is what they're known for. They don't talk about their own problem in public. They don't bring that to people. We always want to know what's like anyway. Gini go makifa. Ipodozu is nana. They don't like you. They will not like you. Our people are very, very vocal. That's why some people target that we are noisy, noise makers. Like that video I played just now. In as much as what Simon said there, that's our another brother who criticized Igbo people for not doing what they're supposed to do on Master Magano's case, which is okay. But there's a part where he said we are noisemakers. Online, that's the way he put it, like everything is about online. It's also okay. But what you don't know is that this is who we are. If you keep quiet, there are some things that you must not keep quiet. Anyway, let's hear from Chidi and let's continue. But just pay attention to what I just said so far. Listen.
In the 67th to happen again. But if we continue to beg and beg and beg, one day you push somebody to the wall. And the world will be us witness that we love peace more than any other person in this whole wide world. The boss in particular.
Just remember Chidi when he said our people are in war, he did like this. In agreement. Then what? What have you done? You started calling Finland. You disputed the Finnish embassy office line and advised people to keep on calling embassy of their different countries. IPOB copied that and began to call, reporting one man. And to crown it all, Uche Chikano involved. They dragged her. They sent people to represent them in Finland. When the Finnish government went to homeland to see things for themselves, because they already got into that Finnish government are coming. IPOB, powered by Chidi, and all this rest, all of them, they waited for them in homeland to welcome them and fed them with the falsehood. Because Finland from day one knew what PM was reporting to them. They couldn't get it done. Finland was somehow confused, and because they know the truth. But the problem is that how can all this that someone should have presented to us, you can testify to that's what's going on. But why is it that people who are receiving it direct are the one pushing us to stop Simon? Are you following? That's why sometimes I'm angry with the Finnish government. Personally, I am not saying I'm going to do them anything. I don't have the power. I'm not going to do anybody anything because I don't have the right or whatever. So I'm just saying that I don't like what Finnish government did. But in as much as I don't like it, that does not mean that I have something to do to them. Okay? Finnish government, at the initial time, they know everything, even that they do. But what surprised them is, why is it that people that are receiving this threat, mature people that are supposed to know better, they are the one calling us and begging us to go and do something to stop it, to go and stop someone that is stopping their own, their own problem, to go and stop somebody that is stopping those that are vowed to exterminate them. They are surprised about it. Just think about it. Think about it. Somebody want to rob your house, to come and rob you, probably buy people in your house, or even buy you. You got intel. One of your son go out and equip himself, begin to protect, or one of your brother, one of your family member or relatives, begin to stay awake every night to make sure that anybody is not gonna invade this house. Remember, your own, you just sleep. Or somebody is guiding you, taking the responsibilities every night. Then when you wake up in the morning, you heard the news that your neighbors and other places are being ransacked, that the same armed robber that they have gotten the intel that want to come and invade, not break it down your gate and penetrate into your house and maybe have access to your wife and your children. You are aware of what they have done in other communities, in your neighboring communities. You know what they are capable of doing. In the night, you sleep very peacefully. You wake up and go your personal business. You come back home, you are not paying any tax. No. But one of your relatives, maybe your uncle, anybody from your house, from your household, took it upon himself to stay awake, buy catapult, buy gravel, waiting all night, day and night, vow that these people will not come here and do what they are doing to the other household, which you yourself can testify is all over the news. It's not secret. You are aware of that. Then what did you do? You pick up your phone and start calling police to come and arrest that your relative that is having sleepless night to protect you and your family. Then police also read the news. They know that there's a problem, but they're just waiting to that we just do our job. Our job is not to counter terrorism. I'm just give you an example. Don't you think that when you call police will be like that this man must have mental problem? Then when you called, they did not do anything. They came because they know that your request is mistakes, that you are making mistakes. They're actually trying to pretend that they don't hear what you are saying, because they know the consequences of what they are doing. Then you did not stop there. You started calling your own man, or maybe somebody from the village or your community, another of your siblings, to join in calling police, not to come and arrest the potential threat, to arrest another of your siblings that have vowed to protect you, that stay all night awake to make sure that nobody penetrates, nobody transfers, to break down your house and have access to your home. What do you think police will think about that kind of that your decision simply means that you don't even know your problem, number one. You don't know how to solve it. You are just like a prayer. It's just that anything can consume you. You are just like food, free food, to be honest. But guess what? Finally, you succeeded, and that your relative or your uncle, your brother, whatever, was taken away. And after that, when people are now talking about insecurity, about how criminals are robbing other neighborhood, you'll be like, what shall we do now? Any serious person will not take your word anymore, because they know that you are just like you are in the same team with armed robbers. Calling Avi's president to interview Avi is laughable, and maybe the man, maybe this president, Avi's president, may not know who Chidi Waya is. Any person that know him don't interview him again. Or for what? How? He's not for freedom. He's not even okay. I don't want to take it back. I don't want to, because this is. I wanted to take it back, but no. I'm not letting do that, because there's something he said at the beginning. He said lover of Ndibo. In all that statement, he did not say lover of freedom. He is not for anything freedom. Guess what Chidi Waya will advocate for? Chidi Waya will advocate for taking back movement. Chidi Waya is for one Nigeria. He wants the country to remain the way it is, as long as he will have access to contest and become president, become governor or House of Representative. He just wants to get his own national cake And that's what he wants, nothing more. Let's continue.
All right.
But
That-
we're on the watch out.
okay.
We are pleading, and I have said it times without number, that nothing should ever happen to my brother Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah, I was coming to that now. So, what is the thing on the front burner right now is the move and the push by a lot of people, spearheaded by Omoyele Sowore, for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Tell me your take on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial. What is your, because I know you've been very close. I saw you
Yes.
in photographs with him. So I think you should know. Tell me what you think about that.
Oh, thank you so much.
He started already with the Sowore. I told you. Now let's continue. I'm not against Sowore, okay, but I'm trying to tell you that
Let me remind our viewers and everybody that the October 20th protest is in order. I have thanked Sowore for doing that. You see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case is dead, according to the defense team. The Global Defense Consortium of MNK has made it very, very powerful assertion through able barrister Jude Njoku. He pointed out to the doctrine of finality. I will expatiate on that because the Supreme Court judgment on Madukuku versus Nkemdelem, 1962, you will find out that once jurisdiction collapses, as was in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu versus Federal Government of Nigeria, 2022, the whole case dies instantly. Another case worth of mentioning is that of a landmark Supreme Court case law in Abacha versus the state, 202. Once again, they reiterate that once an appellate court discharges a man on jurisdictional grounds, no other court can touch it. Again, not even the Supreme Court. Certainly, not many lawyers and judges know about this in Nigeria. They ignorantly think a Supreme Court automatically assumes jurisdiction over a dead case, which is not the case. Criminal law jurisprudence is not the same as civil cases. It is known as the doctrine of finality. This is what we're facing in Nnamdi Kanu's case. It is legal granite. When the Court of Appeal discharged Kanu on 13th October 2022, that should have been it, final. The man should have gone home and enjoy his freedom. That was the end of this case. So we shouldn't be where we are today. But that's not what happened here. Now, trying to retry Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, is double jeopardy. In every sense of it, that's what it is, double jeopardy. And it's only done because he's an Igbo man. And we all Igbos stood and watched this happen. And still, they have not learned their lessons to let this man go. Double jeopardy. We all know that. It's very simple English. Trying to try somebody twice.
Excuse me. Please, I dropped the link in case if you want to jump into the program, because I don't think we are going to have a separate segment for the contribution. So anytime you feel like jumping in, the link is on the comment section. You jump in there, we hear from you. But let me say something. This our brother, this our uncle that is speaking now. Don't even know that. That thing that you are complaining about Nigerian government is exactly what Yahoo has done. You see, looking for a way to, pass his support. He wants to, not he want. This man has supported injustice. So it's not about because we are Igbo man. It's about what our people have done. Everything that Mazi Morgan is going through today is orchestrated by a group of Igbo people. We all know this. The same issue, the same people that said, that pushed that IPOB should be, should be labeled a terrorist group in Nigeria, was from, it started from Igbo people. Okay, that they just hide under federal government to push that narrative. Remember, every governor is the chief secretary of their own state. As a chief security, when you tell federal government that this person will pose a serious threat in your state, what do you think will happen? Whatever you suggest, they will give it to you, because you are the one in charge of security of the state. So if you point at anybody and say this person, they will go after that person. As simple as that. So they will come out and demand for his release and call federal government and remind them to remember our complaint. Maintain that. I'm just saying this to calm his supporters. But people need to understand that people that are not even governed have come out and do it. I mean, they did it publicly. They're not hiding. They don't pretend about it. Chidwell did it. I called Finland. Look at what about Finland. Now the question is, after calling this Finland, the reason why you call Finland, has it stopped? No. What have you done to remedy the situation? Nothing. And they are hosting program and interviewing somebody. Oh, this thing you have done, this one you have. Do you agree that Fulani are buying people? Yes. Do you agree that Fulani have been the one moving from place to place to buy people? Yes. Do you agree that they pose a very, very, very huge threat? Yes. What are you doing? What are you doing about it? Hey, we need to come together. Yes, we are coming together. If you cannot even come together, can you start by making us to come together then? We have Igbo people need to come together. You can start it by pushing people to come together. Who will make it to happen? Who will actually make Igbo people to come together? Who? One angel. What are you doing at your own level? In your own little effort? Is it in line with coming together? Coming together by reporting and criminalizing another and your brother. You criminalize the person just to take him away, as if you want to replace him. You have nobody. Nobody to replace him then. Oh, we need to take it easy. We need to do that protest. Now, what have you done to get it done? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Again, this is principle of double jeopardy, and nowhere in the world.
BB is here with us. BB, or mute your mic, because I don't know when you are going to sleep. So let's hear from you. Mute your mic, BB. Mute your mic, BB. BB, I'm here. Can you hear me? You that is on studio now, you are with me here. Can you unmute your mic and speak to us? The person don't want to say anything. Let's continue.
Type of thing is allowed. On my findings, when I was there, I discussed with him Section 36, Sub 9 of the 1999 Constitution stated that once a person has been tried and discharged, he can't be tried again for the same offense. Period. No if or but about it. The Nigerian Supreme Court is not above the Constitution. Actually, the Constitution is above the Supreme Court. A retrial in any form of MNK is not just illegal, it is criminal contempt of the Constitution itself. We should all know this. Okay, let's look into the repealed law on its own. The terrorism trial is based on the Terrorism Prevention Act of 2013. This needs to be emphasized because that law has been repealed, which means that law shouldn't have been in place now, playing as we see it doing. So that is why they filed no case to be submitted, because he doesn't have anything to answer. I'm hoping that come tomorrow, that the judge will have enough sense to let my brother go. Let Nnamdi Kanu go so that everybody will live in peace. But let them keep trying, pushing their luck. Let them keep getting orders from Britain. They're shifting the goalposts each minute and each time they have. Some young kids, 36, 38 years old, telling old folks what to do in Nigeria. Nigeria is of age to know they are grown to make their own decisions. Not Britain telling them what to do. How to suppress the Igbos, hold them down, hold us on our neck, like we're never going to get up. As we are not able to kill Igbos off in the 70s, they cannot kill the children of God. That they should know as of today. And start making amends. And that goes for the Fulani elites too. That thinks that they would be doing whatever Britain had hired them to be doing to indigenous people of Nigeria. Everybody needs to wake up. So let me get back to that repeal law. The Prevention Act of 2013 was repealed. Dead law, dead case. The Terrorism Prevention Act of 2013 was repealed in 2022. That law is dead. You can't use a dead law to judge a living man, as quoted by Barrister Jude Njoku again. He put it in the media. I would just want to reintegrate on that. People will know that Nnamdi Kanu is being judged with a repealed law. And they know it, and the lawyers know it. To me, I see all this as provocation to the Igbos. They want to provoke us. We don't want to. I've said this so many times, but there's a way things would have to change at the appropriate time. I'm not giving anybody any threat, but I'm just telling people to get where the heart of common sense and do what is just. Don't do unto others what you would want them to do to you. An Igbo man is not a third-class citizen or second-class citizen, and we refuse to be treated and taken for ride for so long a time. I'll come back to tell you who I hold responsible and who I'm blaming to all this, our so-called Igbo nonchalant leaders. I have a beef with all of them, with the exception of very few. The Igbos are getting pushed to the wall, and our leaders need to take note of what this means. It is time the British government explain to the Igbos what our sins are to them. If need be, we can apologize. But if not, they need to leave us alone and stop their grand manipulations of the largest ethnic group of people in Nigeria. The Igbos are the largest ethnic group spread all over the world, but we are being taken for granted. The Igbos are the ones developing Nigeria. That is why you see our enterprises or businesses spread across the borders of Nigeria. What do we get in return? Exemption of everything.
We are back again, BB. Let's hear from you. I think your network was not helping us at all. Can you unmute your mic?
Yeah. Sorry, my battery was down, so I was trying to get a charger so that I'll join you. Because
right.
it was only 7%. All right. Good evening, everybody, the panel, and good evening, Kai. Chidi, it has been a long time. You know, you and I have been partnershiping for a long time before I left. Remember, there was somebody, if you go down to your phone, you will see that somebody was calling you frequently when you were on a program with one guy from Akwa Ibom or Calabar. He was having calling a program, and I was the one calling you to tell you that, see what I heard, they have kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, because you were the only one that I was communicating with that time. I went for a conference in Switzerland when I got a hint what was going on, and the only person I could communicate was Chidi Wanyanwu. I tried my best to call him to give him hint, and because there was a comment there, the Dane, what's his name? Not communication. Is he press secretary to Buhari made? He said, "Wait, something is going to happen." And when he made that comment, I got a hint that they have kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu.
Wait. You watched the program, right?
Pardon?
The program that Chidwaya interviewed one Calabar guy.
Yes, I watched it live. I watched,
do you know that I went back on his platforms? I have been searching for that program and I couldn't see it.
I watched it because me and Chidi we have been communicating then. Me and Chidi have been communicating then. Before because Chidi was so meticulous in following Mazin and the Carlo those days. So I used to, if Chidi goes to his messages, you will see the message in which I sent to him. I say, "Call me, it's urgent." But he never, even when I called him again, he didn't respond. Because that was when I heard the hint. That same day they kidnapped Mazin and the car was there, I got the hint. The only person I could relate with was Chidi because I was in touch with him. But however, now we are talking about what is happening in the Biafra line. Biafra, no matter whatever anyone will do right now, all we need is to come together. If our Biafrans don't come together, nothing will happen. Internationally, they are willing to help. Forget about what Britain is doing because Britain has been sucking Biafrans right from the time they amalgamated Nigeria.
Yeah.
They just knew very well. If you look at all the countries or colonies in which Britain colonized, you realize that they always look for the weakest among the people and hand them over the power and had a contract between them. Go to Sudan. Sudan is there. If not because of what Kwame Nkrumah did, Britain would have sold Ghana just with a loaf of bread. Kwame Nkrumah fought. The only person that fought in the French colony was Sékou Touré. And all this is sometimes before I started my postgraduate studies in London, I always hate Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. But do you know the one thing? I went to the archive in British Library. I discovered one thing. When I was writing my doctorate thesis, I discovered one thing, that how they blackmailed that man after they brought him all the way from Gold Coast down, deported him. They blackmailed that man to put him in jail. He played the diplomacy. That diplomacy was what led us to where we are today. Because if Nnamdi Azikiwe had made up his mind, just like Bonny Ejike made up his mind, nothing would have happened to Igbos. Would have gone for a long time. You know that the NPC didn't win the election. They were even the problem we have with the Yorubas today is because they forced Nnamdi Azikiwe to align with the North. They knew very well that Nnamdi Azikiwe, NCNC, align with Action Group will bring their end in Nigeria. So everything we are talking about right now is how we are going to align ourselves. You know, sometimes we look at the people who are in Home of Affairs, who always steal from us because they want to belong. Right from time, we know the truth that Igwe.
Yeah.
Everybody to you attend to Israel. If you want to be the king in the home, you be king in your father's house.
Exactly.
The elders in the family rules. Even when the elders in the family is ruling arbitrarily, the members of the family will stand up against him. And that is what happened. Look at Kwemado. The other time that I went to London, I was looking at Kwemado and all the whole thing. Before I used to go to those correctional centers to visit people, but when I left completely, I don't have the access to go there. See what when the man was the deputy Senate president. See how he messed up our Igbo land. Problem we have is they call the commoners. We need to stand up, unite with one voice. Watch, bros, I tell you all, watch what happened to all the Ohaneses. It is only the Enugu man that is alive. Every one of them. And when Wanyanwu decided to walk to the favor of the Ohanese and the Igbos, see how they eliminated him. Bro, I will tell you. The man that is talking about, what's his name? El-Fai, talking about gas. Gas has been in Nigeria. They've been using it on people who are spoken out, who speak out against what the injustice. El-Fai knows what he's talking about. He's not talking because he wants to open his mouth or somebody to help him out. Because he's part of the system. Look very critically, analyze it. You see that when Donald Trump proscribed Nigeria and say that comment he made, I'm telling you, he has all his facts lay before him and he knows what is going on. So I tell every one of us, when you are listening, when you are playing a part, decide what legacy do you want to leave for generations to come. Today, Nnamdi Kanu is paying the price. He has laid a legacy. Every Igbo man should be proud of. I don't know about you. As for me, I know what I want. I know that Nnamdi Kanu is the ultimate. Every word he coined out or he spoke about, everything has come to pass. He's not a messiah. He's just a man like you and I. But there's what we call design spirit. When you design what is happening, when you align yourself to truth, God will reveal things to you. He's not so special, but he has aligned himself with the truth. The truth is spoken. His truth is light. Nothing you will do in order to cover it. Every word, everything. People say, oh, he's a prophet. He's not a prophet. He's just a man like you and I. But he aligned himself and studied to show himself approved at all times. We study and we don't do anything. The thing that baffles me, look at all the so-called governors of the eastern states, whether you call it South-South, whether you call it South-Southeast, they are all sellouts. They are all sellouts. And I tell you, when you would want to get Igbo back, the time of Michael Owara and the others who reign with him, Akani Biam who reign with him, even the great people from the riverine area, you see that they have one thing in common. They want the best. And that best is what they pursue. So we that are alive today, what legacy? Look at the young people who say that they are city boys, and you ask them, what have they achieved with all the so-called money they have acquired? Whether they acquired it legally, whether they acquired illegally, what is it? Is it to use it to intimidate people? But never speak the truth. The truth you shall speak and it shall set you free. So we pray, we work hard, we now put effort in unity to make things work. Nnamdi Kanu is the man. And if we leave him with what Nigeria is doing, it will be disastrous. I fully support the sit at home. Nobody will tell me that, because when you study, you know the power of civil disobedience, which Mahatma Gandhi used in order to free India. So people will say, oh, it's not good. That man is languishing there. He has his life at the peak when he gave it up to come all the way from London to come and help Initially, we know that he never supported breaking up Nigeria. He was the first to champion that they should set the Chibok girls free. So whatever we are doing, my people, let's think of what we will do to leave a legacy. Today, Indians always remember Mahatma Gandhi because of what he did. He did everything. They fought in this. Even Nelson Mandela, the whole world are giving him standing ovation each time his name is mentioned. And so it should every Easterner do whenever Nnamdi Kalu's name is mentioned. So I plead with every one of us, let's do what is right. Let's unite. Without unity, we can't go anywhere. And they have discovered that the only thing they can do is to bribe Mr. A or bribe Mr. B and bribe Mr. C and allow the rest of the alphabetical letters to remain in hunger. And you will come and beg like the North. Oh, Rakadede. You go over there, carry plates, begging him, can you sponsor my child in the university? Can you do this? The brain are leaving Nigeria every day. Either they are in America or in Canada or in Europe, even Africa. I went to lecture somewhere in Africa.
I want to ask you something because I'm happy that you remember the day Chidi Nwanyanwu hosted one Calabar guy and Femi Adesina.
Adesina, that's the guy's name.
Yeah, was there. So I watched that program, and after that program, you are the only first person that have mentioned that particular program, because that program happened before the kidnap of Mass Nnamdi Kanu.
The day that program was held was the day they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay. Because Femi Adesina said that don't worry, in few days from now.
Exactly, that was the word.
In few days from now that you are going to hear.
That was the comment. That was his comment.
You know, Chidi Nwanyanwu was like telling him that Biafrans are not pushover, you know, this and that. He said, don't worry. I have been searching for that program on Chidi's platform. I have not seen that program.
That was the program.
I went back to look for that program, and I just hope that one day that program will surface again. Because in that program, you understand even from what happened after the program. I felt like even the Calabar guy may be aware. Okay,
none of them was aware of what happened, except the inner caucus of the contraction called Nigeria.
But Adesina was aware also. That's why.
Oh, Adesina was aware. They were the one planning it with Eastern governors, politicians, I would say.
Yeah. Hey God. And today, Adesina's tribe, Yoruba tribe, are crying. You see? Now, Chidi Nwanyanwu, did he learn anything from that?
You ask him. And since that time, I have not had a cut of Chidi Nwanyanwu, to be sincere to you.
Okay. You know, you're supposed to, because there's nothing to take from that. Then you made mention of unity. So what is unity in your own word? How do you can you break it down? Let me understand what you mean by people.
No, when you talk about unity, the best unity we can like what is going on between within IPOB, with fractions here and there. It is just it is heart-falling, very annoying, because look, I remember those days. They always tell a story about when we go to the maybe some gatherings. They say that a white man missed kicking the ball, and the wife behind kicked the ball. He said, "That's right. That's right. Madam has gotten it, and I have gotten it too." It doesn't matter who brought Biafra. What matters is it has been achieved. Who bring it to light? doesn't call for concern. We work with one family. We work as one family, and we have to be united. If I were to talk to this DOS, whatever they call themselves, I would tell them, forget about it. Share your sword. Make sure you get what you want. Whoever that is, that whether Samuel neighbor or whatever, whoever that have achieved the purpose, shouldn't even give anybody any worry, because Simon Eba is Igbo, DOS and all of them, except they don't have what it takes. If I can, I have my I have my my talent. I lecture. Okay. Sometimes when I come to lecture, do you know that most people, I will give you one secret. Most people that you see that have written books, do you think that we are the one that got all the ideas? No, most of them are being gotten by the students. Okay? But after that, they compile it. And you see them putting the authors who they got the idea from. Yeah, so that it will not be plagiarized, especially when the book has been, somebody has written as a thesis or assignments, whatever. So I tell you, the best thing we can do is to unite. Unity is needed. Why the former Eastern regions achieved greater success was because both the coastal area, the hinterland, and every other one people, they merge, they put heads together. Up to today, the southern Cameroons, you have regretted every mistake they made of living. And this issue of this one that have made a king now, who opens his mouth and be spitting while he's talking. When you look at him, he's like, well, that guy is the typical Igbo blood. Is it because he got a little opportunity to be in the coastal area? The grandfather of the father migrated and he stayed over there. There's one thing I don't like is when someone has gotten a little opportunity to do something, you now want to kick other people. But you see, I don't know what to say about any person who has been in the process of kicking against his people. Well, if I was make a comment, one sentence, I would say, watch out, because the end, that person's end is near. You don't forget where you started. My Bible tells me, don't forget the days of the little beginning. You began somewhere.
Now, I understand what you are saying, but currently, you know what is going on. I hope you are following what is happening. So, you are aware that Biafra has been redeclared, right?
100%.
Good. And you knew what happened after that redeclaration?
100%.
Do you realize that people who claim they are following Master Monokan, aka DOS, they are stand on PM? You remember, you know what happened?
I'm following everything. I'm a lecturer, so I go.
I'm happy to hear that. So now, where would you think that togetherness and peace, like working together, will come from?
Is to understand who is working with you. You see, we need to understand those who have the zeal.
How can you understand it when you have different ideology?
Good. No, they don't have different ideology. Let me tell you, no. The problem they have is communication.
Communication.
Yes. Now, let me explain what I mean by communication. You see, one thing that always destroys the black man race is not having understanding. Do you remember when Nnamdi Kanu started? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started. Do you remember how many people who kick against him, including Simon Ekpa? Why? Because he didn't get no understanding. The Bible says that my people perish for lack of knowledge. But that didn't stop Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He continue to communicate. There are people who will fall. But as you are doing this program, people who followed you, some of them have fallen by the side. And those who have fallen by the side, you have two options. Either you wait and carry them along, or you move on. By the time they realize that you have moved on and other people have joined the race, they would like to join, but where they make a mistake is trying to catch up where they were. They can't be where they're supposed to be. So that's where you have people who are following you to now start educating them, communicating with them, so they will understand. You can't carry everybody along at the same time. Now, if you are communicating with people who have low IQ, sorry to use that word, but that is true, because everybody can't understand at the same pace. It can't be on the same pace. If you are trying to communicate with people who have low mentality or who can grasp faster, you have to do what we call double coaching. That's why in the university, you have what we call tutorial. After you have lectured, now you have among the same students, among them who have fast IQ, that will start doing tutorial to tutor those of their mates in the same level and bring them to the standard. And that's what we call communication. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, I do, but I still disagree on some certain things, because
okay,
when I said
where you disagree.
Okay, when because I just asked you, how can you unite with people that have different ideology with you? You know what I mean by that is that some of them don't even believe in Biafra to start with.
Good. You see, that is
so. How can you not?
Okay, continue, please.
So how can you not unite with somebody who don't even believe that they need Biafra to have their freedom? Do you understand? That no matter how you want to give them tutorial, explain, and
those ones are not part of you. Those ones are not part of you, and you.
But they're inside. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Those guys those guys that you expect to unite with, they're member. Some of them are even old member of IPOB. They took.
Yeah. Do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't know that many people who were old members are not with him? Do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't know that? Why did you ask yourself? Why did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say he wants 100 people? Now listen. Why do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu opened his mouth and say, "I want 100 men"?
Now the question, my brother, is how can you now unite with such people? One thing you need to understand is that they don't see themselves as if they don't present themselves as if they are not Biafran.
You are right, 100%.
It is your duty to figure them out, number one. It is your duty to get rid of them, number two. And you, after knowing that these guys are not what you think they are, and you can't deal with them. So that simply means automatically the issue of unity is terminated, because how can you unite with somebody who don't believe? For example, Mazi Kanu formed IPOB as a movement that will champion Biafran cause, but that to make sure that it creates awareness for people to know the reason why you need to free yourself from Nigeria. And for you to know that the reason, you have to understand what is Nigeria. You have to know what Nigeria is, why creation of Nigeria, the genesis of everything. Do you understand? So after knowing those things, you have to also work hard to identify who is who. They know they are not with you. Why they are there is to distract you. And the agenda of these people is that they were thinking that IPOB will metaphors to political party in Nigeria, like pressure group. So when they realized that Mazi cannot have a different agenda, they started looking for who to buy them against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So As they're doing that, if you are not ruthless, you maybe begin to accept that idea of, okay, let us form together. We need peace. How can you need peace with people that have two different ideology from what you have? It's not gonna work. Chidi Waya was here. Chidi Waya was following Namadu Kanu. In any fundraising, he will appear and donate money. But his mind and his intention, his focus is take it back movement. You can testify to that. Because any
100%.
challenges that come from that IPOB or different cause, he's not going to stand.
Okay, let me say this. Do you remember the? I don't know how time you are.
Is it possible I come in, my brother? Is it possible I say something on what you say?
Ocean Master, you're welcome. As in, if I see you on the comment, I greet all of you on the comment.
Hello.
Please, we are having an interaction session now because this our brother. I think he's very, very intelligent, and I would like to engage to discuss with people like this. Let's continue.
I just want to add, to add something to his voice. I hope you allow. Yeah. Okay. You talk about unification, dialoguing. That is what you're talking about, right? And you say that you need some people need tutorial, in which you're talking about fast learners and the low learners. Well, I agree with you that there are fast learners and there are low learners. It is natural, and you don't have anything against that. But I want to let you know that the times of sanitization, it's over. It's not about learning now. It's not about talking to people now, because Mazin Nande cannot have done that a lot many years, followed by Mazi Simon, but followed by the history that created Biafra in 1967. Now, my brother, what do you call this? That I and you, with Kai, with every other person, we agreed together. We had a process that take us to the level we are. I'm talking about how IPOB metamorphosed to autopilot, from autopilot to Brigade to now in United States of Biafra, and de facto. Now, all the process that takes me and you, because I had when Mazikai asked you, have you been following? He said that you have been following, mean that you are aware of what I'm saying. How do you respond to this? That we went through all those processes and went through our own referendum, internet referendum, and get everything done, and put our bylaws and the laws, put them together, voted for it. Now we transport ourselves to Finland.
No, my brother, we don't have. There's nothing like bylaw. It's just.
Okay, so sorry. Okay,
Constitution.
Yeah, leave that. Yeah, the constitution. Before the constitution, there's something we had before that constitution. I forgot. So okay, leave that apart. But after all what says and done, we travel to Finland to make one point, to make an redeclaration, and we declared on 29th of November. Then after all the declared, all the things that come with it, all the brouhahas and the ceremonies that come with it, after we have done all that, some people, some individual, starting from that redeclaration point at that 29th, you can see from some people's attitude, some people's expression, body language, facial expressions, utterances, you can see how they are against the redeclaration. And the same people now turn back. Hold on, the same people now turn back and begin to go different ways, try to distract Biafrans and try to take Biafrans back to IPOB and possibly Masob. How do you view that?
Okay. Let me answer you the question. Thank you for taking your time to ask these questions. Now, I will answer it this way. By the time that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was with these people, I'm telling you, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't realize that people he was working with are saboteurs, there are many saboteurs. If someone will say it, I tell the person wrong. I studied the same university Mazi Nnamdi Kanu studied in UK. One. And one of the things they always teach us then is that you should understand that when you are growing to be a leader, people who are working with you will never finish working with you. Some people are there planted to pull you down. It's very common. Take, for instance, what is happening. I will give you a replica example, typical example with Nigeria. When Obi left PDP and went to Labour Party, he was at Labour Party. And some people, when they realized that it will take few, because they never thought that Obi will have a massive movement as he did. They thought that you just going to do some certain things and it will be a failure. Because the so-called land masters, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not quoting words. The land masters realize that, oh, it's a matter of it will make noise. They have done their pre-calculations with their overall master, even when they went to London to do their interview and the rest of it. They thought that he would not. But when they realized that, one, the Obi movement, which was going on, is now getting gagatua, they decided to plant people inside the Labour Party. And they were the ones that are taking them left, right, front, back in courts. So, one of the things I am hammering is, remember my first word, discernment. There are people that will be around you and you will discern that this is not someone following me. I give you another example. Even the current ADC, right? The new party they form right now. See how so-called APC have gone and planted people, and some people who are leaving, they paid them. We know very well. They paid them, say, go and be with them. Those people are not part of you. Take, for instance, the 12 disciples. Right from onset, Jesus knew what Judas Iscariot would do to him. And that's what makes you a leader. I chose to study in UK because I know how crafty British are. And when I went there to study, I studied with all my eyes open. Open your eyes, shine your eye. I shine my eyes to understand why that tiny island did a massive damage to all the continent. And I took my time to study it. And I tell you, you have to, when the so-called protectorate came over, their businessmen, what they did was to realize who will work in alliance with them and who will not. Look at what they did to Jaja of Opopo. And the issue of Jaja of Opopo and Ovara Nagosi, I don't know if you understand the history I'm taking you to. They have realized that this set of people are not going to give us what we want. So when you are a leader, now Kai, you are the anchor of this program. When somebody comes in, there is a tone in which somebody will start making. You listen to this. You don't if you don't need anybody to say, hey, ask this person, take him out because he will spoil your program. When you have not realized it, which means you are not a leader. There are people that will come to you. All you need is to design. If the Igbo people, they say, taste the smell of the person's mouth, you understand where the person is going to. Now, I take you somebody like the Kwame Nkrumah. When Kwame Nkrumah realized the people that bought him, people who bought him, realized that no, this one is not tuning to why we came over. The British decided to use some of them to deal with Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah didn't waste time. He asked them, "Pshum, pshum, you out," and that's why he stood the test of time. As a leader, realize the time. Time matters in everything you do. Honestly, if I had been close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I would have informed him not to step out anywhere. Don't step out, because that time they were doing everything. What Nigeria cannot bribe doesn't exist. To be sincere to you, what Nigeria cannot bribe doesn't exist. Nigerians are ready to go naked in order to bribe you to put somebody who is competing with them put them under the box.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but it's still difficult for me to accept
Under the communication or unity, right?
Yeah, the communication, because it's not. I don't think it's communication.
I tell you, it's communication.
Nah,
okay.
He started 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Right.
He started 2012.
Right.
And people started with him. All of them have dropped. Those guys are no longer here. There's a man called Clifford Iruanya, something like that.
And you know what Clifford Iruanya was there? Yeah, I know when Clifford Iruanya was there. I'm aware of all this. Continue, I'm listening, sir.
Okay. Then we have the other guy called Imam Mezu.
That one is the one I have had a few times when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was mentioning his name.
Yeah. So all these people, they are no longer with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they started a kind of I was thinking that they are all pioneer of the movement, that these are people who formed the movement and they are together and all that. Then when they turn against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I was like, what is going on? So those ones, do they also need to be communicated?
No, that's what I'm saying. You move forward. Remember my words. I say, when you are working with people, some of them will fall by the side. You move on. You don't look back to wait for them. Rather, people who are now following you will be the one that will do the talking. I will tell you something. You see, Obi movement. I'm going to use Obi's movement to illustrate my point.
Whose movement?
Obi's movement, the political party in Nigeria. I will use it to illustrate.
Obi's movement.
Obi's movement, yeah. Now let me tell you, Obi will do something, right? There are people of different categories who are in charge of doing the work. Those who will go to the local areas and talk to the masses, those who are going to talk, who will move to talk to the higher, the echelon, the elites in politics, and they are doing the work. So when you are doing this, take your best, assign them to those areas. Why Mazi Nnamdi had all these people around was because the elites among the Igbo, we are not coming out. So the people he found around, he used. And those people don't have the capacity. Mr. Kai, that's one thing I will tell you today. Whenever you want to do anything, look for people who have the same mentality with you. With no apology to anybody. If you don't have people with the same mentality to work with you, some people will drag you down. I'm telling you this, and now I am coming to what you say, a complete philosophic aspect of this talk. When you are working with anybody, who doesn't have the same ideology, mindset of achieving, like you have. I'm not discounting or disregarding people who didn't go, who didn't obtain higher educations. I'm not disrespecting them, and I'm not going to tell you that there are few people who didn't achieve that that are very intelligent. There are a lot of people of that caliber who are still intelligent. One thing or the other deprive them of being over there, either because they don't have the means of going to school to be there. But when you look at them, you know that they are. Take for instance, Chinasa Nwuru. What can that one offer to you? Tell me. If you're bringing him closer to you, what do you think that somebody like Chinasa Nwuru will offer to you? You made him a leader.
Can I say something?
You made him a leader. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, you see, I appreciate that when you start, you talk about politics, and you use UB movement as an example, and you talk about the elite. But I want to assure you that the movement that we are in today, the Biafra quest that we are into today, to my own understanding, is far beyond Nigerian politics, the way I view it. And then I want to tell you from what you say that about the elites. Today you are here talking, right? You joined this program talking, right?
Right.
Yeah. Did Mazakai call you on phone to come and join this program?
No.
So how did you come about this program?
He doesn't know who I am. No, he didn't.
So how did you come about this program and you joined? How did you come? Can you just elaborate a little bit?
I joined because I've been listening to his program. Today I am free, so I decided. I just came back from a lecture, and I said, let me join and see what it is. Because I saw Chidi. In fact, I thought that Chidi Mwanyam was on this program. Now that's why I came over.
Don't worry, hold on. That means you saw the program, you like the program, and you pick interest on the program, and you're coming, right?
Sure.
Good. So now why I say this is because you talk about elites. I don't know if you are aware that personally Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have had meetings with the then Southeast governors. Are you aware of that?
All the meetings I told you that I followed everything.
Okay,
even the one
and
the government houses, I know.
Okay. Even the meetings that they had with the Ohaneze Ndigbo and the World Igbo Congress. You are aware, right?
Yep.
Good. So, you know, why I say this is because you talk about elite not being sensitized or not being talking to.
No, I didn't say them sensitized. I say because they did not follow.
Okay, because they did not follow.
Yes, that's why people like the one I mentioned, we are groomed into the system. Because look, when you are fighting something like that, freedom, you use everybody, but there are some positions you can't give to someone who doesn't understand the nitty-gritty of that. No, let me tell you something.
My brother, okay, complete. Say what, let me just say something.
Okay, before you say this, I want to use this English phrase for you. What do you do when there is no
availability?
What is the next?
Okay, you see, I am talking about positions. I am not talking about carrying people along.
It's the same. This is the same way, because when you have 10 people around you, it's the people that you have around you that you must have to pick and work. That is when the availability becomes to play. So at that moment, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu use what is available to them. Those that he convinced, those that are convinced of what he's doing, he may understand that these people are not the way they're supposed to be, but he needs to move to the next level.
Okay.
Now, are you following USB today? USB government, are you following it?
I am following it. I told you that
Are you
everything.
following it?
Let me tell you,
Okay.
everything
So
concerns
if you are following,
everything
just hold
concerning.
on, just hold on. If you're following USB today, are you not seeing the most professionalism in what they're doing today?
Oh,
At least the caliber of people that are there. You see doctors, you see pharmacists, you see professors, you see lecturers, you see people of high grade, high level of education. Even at the administration of Matt Simon Ekpa, because that is what brings us to where we are today. You see that level.
You said you said that which professor today?
No, I'm just talking about the way we was. You understand? Listen, we are talking about. I'm letting him know the people, the calibers of people that he see today in the journey. We see doctors, professors, many people, even at the military level. You see them.
I think both of you are actually saying the same thing, just that you guys are putting it in a different way.
That's what I wanted to tell him. Now we are saying
both of you are saying the same thing. The thing is this: I seem like I'm the one having different opinion. The thing is that both of you agree that when Masakano was here, the caliber of people that joined seem to be different to the one you have now, and I agree also. The thing, my problem is saying that we need to talk more, create awareness for us to come, as I say, form unity and all that. Let me just put it out there that this guy called Chinasa Woru, like you mentioned, is not a Masakan did not give me any power. I don't think I've not heard that Masakan is controlling something. He's not. He
was. I will tell you. Like I told you, Mr. Kai.
What
do you tell African politics? I specialize in African politics. Everything concerning African politics, I follow them.
What I'm saying, what
was among the
DOS?
I'm trying to figure out. He was part of the executive of DOS. That's what he was.
I just remember.
No, he was. I say executive leadership. He was among the leadership of DOS.
Okay. I don't know, but I thought he was.
Yeah. What I want to tell you is this. You see, now I talk about unity. Do what you can to get people who have like a likewise mindset to work with. Everyone that worked with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before he was kidnapped and rendition to Nigeria. We can get everyone. I don't think we can get up to 20% who still have the remember what's the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said deputy Uchemefo. Okay, now think of Uchemefo. Now Uchemefo we are talking about. Uchemefo was aggravated. Anyone who, when you say, you know what?
Does he also need to be communicated?
No. You see, this one has tested. That's what I'm a Christian, so I will use some of the biblical injunction to talk, say my point. There are some people that have tested the goodness, and because of one thing they will get or the other, they fall apart. Leave those ones. Those ones are the correct people we call the Ifulefus. Now, mark my words now. They are the one they call Ifulefu. Anyone who can take no for an answer doesn't want to be a leader. Every leader must learn to accept criticism. Every leader must learn how to accept, step aside, this person go. And when you are in the Western world today, you see somebody who is a prime minister, immediately 2/3 or even one third started agitating about his leadership, he'll say, "Oh, you know what? I'll step down. I want someone to come and take it." That's what they call leaders. If you don't have such people whom you give little power and they will capitalize and become a typical African monarch, because there's a difference between European, Western monarch and African monarch. Any little one give power and wants to capitalize on it and makes it to be his permanent home country.
I understand what you're. Let's not mix it. I don't want to mix Nigerian politics with.
Okay, now
there are two different things.
Nigerian politics is different. Yes.
Sorry.
The Nigerian politics is the saddest political philosophy anyone can talk about. Because
so you can't compare it with the movement. So you said that communication is the problem.
Need to be done. Right? Yes, it's very, very important.
Now, people who's joined the movement for 10 years, does that person also still need to be communicated to be convinced?
Everyone needs to be communicated, but there are people you don't need to
communicate. Yeah, the communication. But what I mean by communicated is like telling them what to do and what is going on. These are people that are supposed to be teaching other people. You have spent 10, 15 years following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some of those things have happened to you.
Majority of them, sorry to call the majority of them that were following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I will tell you authoritatively, clearly, they followed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because they want to hold a post where they will feed from.
Good.
Do you agree with me or not?
Anybody that listen now, so hold on. Anybody that followed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of posts and what they will feed on,
yes,
they want.
Right.
Their problem is not about communication. Their problem is that they have different ideology.
That's why I say understand this. Identify them.
Understand my point. Their problem is not about communication.
Correct.
Their problem is the template which they want to follow is that one that will give them their selfish interest, which is to feed on and to hold position.
Nigerian politics is what they want to bring on.
So that is different ideology from what the movement is all about. So it's not about, they actually know what the movement is all about. They decide to create their own, to patch on you, to feed on you.
They have already have a biased mind, corrupt mind before they
biased mind. So it's not about communication. Communicating to them is a waste of time.
No, do you believe that somebody can be doing good? Let me ask you a question, Mr. Khan. Just a minute.
Maybe because we are talking about communication like this and that. Let us narrow it down to another thing. For example, you that is here with me, my brother, you approach a woman. You said you want to marry that woman, a beautiful lady like that. You say hi, she stops and you talk to her and you made your intention to her without knowing that she's married, but she knew that you are a very rich man, you are living well. Listen, she already know your intention. You want to marry her. You made it known to her that you want to marry her. You are looking for a wife, and you think that she's the one, and she already know what you want, and she know who she is. That she's a married woman. She have somebody. All right. But she's interested in your money and what you have. She knows that you can bring her up there with you beside her. Her business, her wealth, everything will grow. But the problem is that she's already married, which you don't know. But she knows because you have already made your intention to her, and she knew that she's married. But she hid it. She just hid it from you, believing that hiding it from you, you are going to shower her with money and give her that thing which she wants. Do you think that your problem there at that point in time is because you did not toast her well? You did not communicate to her well?
No.
That's how it's done. The thing is that you already know, you have made your intention to her. This is what I want. And she knows she has status, that she's a married woman. But she have to hide it from you because she's interested in your wealth and your position. She wants to grow and, because seeing you, her husband, the person that she married to, is not up to your level. but she's interested in that thing. You,
No.
as a man, at that point in time, your problem to her is not that it's not about communication.
Well,
the problem is that she has different ideologies following you. Different levels. So that's why I said
the illustration you are bringing up differs. Now, let me say why.
It's not.
Okay. Do you know why? These people are very myopic. They have intention of, oh, we want Biafra, we want this, we want that.
They don't.
However,
they don't have intention.
No, they do. No, that's where you and I we are disagree. But you are entitled to.
Prove to me they do. Prove to me that they do.
They have. But one thing is this: because of what they dangle in front of them, take this and leave. Take this. You know, sometimes you want to achieve something, and they will come and use something to deceive you. Instead of you following the right lane, you follow the right lane, and they will end you somewhere else. That is their problem. That's where I say, go back to communication. Look, I have forgiven you what you have done. If you want to be part, you'll be part, but you will never smell the leadership role again. Now, watch what I say. I am not saying you should kick them out. You are giving them every opportunity to, I have an international call from my students. I got to leave now.
And come back. Take the call. All right. So, based on what our brother was saying, I don't think that I can buy to that idea, because when somebody who already know what you want, the movement is well defined, the IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, and maybe you want to have something like maybe you just want to have something like what's it called? They call it pressure group. Okay, you want to have like a group that can pressurize governor of the state, or a state government, or federal government, that you may declare, okay, no election until they settle you. That cannot work. Anybody have that is not for freedom. And how can you tell me that the person is for freedom? No, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. Let me hear from you.
Yeah, you see, our brother is trying to make sense, but the sense he's making is not corresponding with what we are doing. He tried to bring him into politics. Still, I couldn't. He couldn't go with the angle that I view things. You see, somebody who have different idea or ideology from your own idea or ideology can not make it with you. Somebody who have different direction entirely from your own direction cannot be in the same page with you. Yeah, someone may pretend to be with you, why it's not with you. It's understandable. Someone may agree to himself or herself to play along with you. It's a different game. But when it comes to reality, you will see that deviation. You will see that rule of not being with you. That is quite different thing. You see, these people, the communication or sensitization that our brother is talking about, I don't think is what is needed at this point of time, and I don't think it's lacking. It's not lacking, because even the younger Biafrans of 12 years, 10 years, 15 years, they are aware of what is going on. So how is it that an adult, full-grown adult, some of them witnessed the war, the genocide against Biafra? Some of them were born after the war. what awareness do you want, or what communication are you still expecting from all the things you have done exactly? I think for me, it is people's ability or inability to do things is what is worrying or what is lacking. Do you need Sutsia to tell you today that Ndi Igbo or Biafrans are not welcome in Nigeria? Do you need explanation on that? Do you need communication on that? If you ask me, the answer is capital no. With what is with recent happening, what is going on now, it is so obvious. So what communication again do you really need? And people that are well read could understand this very well. What I'm seeing here is people being afraid of unknown, people being economic with the truth. How is it that an elderly man who saw the war, who see everything, who faced Kwashoko, will expect me to come today and be giving him the narrative of Biafra or what happens during the war? Then even if I manage to get the knowledge and try to narrate it to you or communicate it to you, you still, the same you will be arguing. It means that you don't really want Biafra. So, my brother, I think it's not a communication gap. I think it's a lack of will to face the truth, because what we are seeing today is our Igbo people have lack that capacity, unlike before, to face the truth, to be very bold in truth, especially the elite ones, especially those who think that they are billionaires or they are millionaires, which is very wrong. Like you that are using the politics of today, look at what is happening. Are you happy, my brother, that today you see what is going on in Igbo land, in Biafra land, called City Boys movement? I'm coming from the angle you're going. Are you happy about that? So it is not about communication. The communication have been there. Mazin Nandekano have done a lot more than Mazi Simon Ekpa have done a lot more than. What again do you want? For me, if you ask me, what remains here is the will of people, the will of individuals. But even as at that, today, if you ask me, I am happy because Biafrans have been awakened. The people that are constantly in what Biafrans are doing, supporting it, spiritual and physical, being with it, are far greater number than those which, if you want to count them, you can count from these few people that call themselves these so-called billionaires. Apart from it, every other person want Biafra. Look at, for example, I will give you this. Watch.
I used to think that everybody want Biafra. Honestly, for example, anybody that have different ideology, maybe you are in Biafra movement because you want people to know you want to be popular, okay? But you will hide it anyway. You hide that you want to be popular until you are not popular. Then you not show your true color. No, that means you are
that one is different. That one is somebody just coming in or getting famous through Conway. That's quite different from what I'm saying. But it's okay. Look at it. Before, people was alleging that Mazi Simon Ekpa is influencing the seat at home. That there are people from Biafran land, influencing the seat at home. But today, it is obvious. It is completely obvious that Mazi Nandekano have no hand on people sitting at home, apart from creating awareness of that. People are aware now that nobody forcing sit at home, apart from Nigerian government and their security apparatus. which always come to do one or two things, in order to target to Biafra. Because if you look at it, since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, since Mazi Simon Ekpa is out of the way, people are willingly sitting at home, even when they are forced to come out. They said, in fact, they have decided that they must be sitting. It is all social media. That will tell you how people have the Biafrans at heart. Today, shops are being demolished in main market in the heart of Biafra land. But I can assure you that Biafrans are very, very aware of what they want. Today, Monday, you see Biafrans sitting at home, even upon the economic sabotage we are getting from the so-called those who are supposed to be Biafrans, like that of Soludo, that of Hope Uzodimma, and co. Peter Mbadem. But Biafrans are sitting at home. That will tell you that Biafrans know what they want. The little problem and challenges we are facing are this from this elite, like in Nyangwodo. The attitude of his father, his attitude today, like Ifa Ajunadem, who Uzodimma we are seeing today. These are the likes. Apart from it, Biafrans know what they want. So that our brother, I will tell you from my own point of view, it's not about communication. People have been communicated enough, but the spirit for some people is very hard because of Yane, like in Dana Abuja today. If you are telling them to, they are calculating how many properties that worth billions of dollars and nairas that is there. They are checking the one in Lagos and many other places. So, but it doesn't matter. We must have to move. So, Mazika, I will leave it, but I want to make submission on the program that you do today. Sorry, I just came in through this, brother. That is why I just followed this issue. If you permit me, I will talk about the issue of the video that you played about the guy in Canada.
Are you in a haste?
It's okay. So go ahead.
Just give me 2 minutes to play it a little bit. 2 minutes only.
No problem.
Railroad, no. Airport, no. Seaport, no. You will come a day that people will be held accountable and will stand tall as men and women that we are, children of God, and take what is possessively ours without no apologies, without begging nobody. All I'm asking is fairness, equity, and justice. Nothing more. We don't want anything that didn't belong to us. We have the largest gas reserve in Igbo land. Every manipulation Britain and all the cohorts are doing, their puppets, they fear that we don't know it. Why we are very intelligent to know what they're doing to us. That will come a day for people to answer for their actions. By the way, Biafra existed before Nigeria. Let us tell ourselves the truth for once. Let us look into how the leader of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, was brought into Nigeria. According to Attorney Aloy Ejimakor, who coined the extraordinary rendition concept, Nnamdi Kanu was abducted from Kenya, not extradited. Kenya never approved his rendition. We all know that. There's a judgment out there that tells us that they are very sorry for what they did, for what who did to our people, taking money from Buhari. It is a double criminality. You cannot gain from a crime you committed as Nigeria is pretending to do as directed by their slave master, Britain. I've said it over and over that they are
sorry, I'm cutting you in, Chief. I mean, I've heard you seem to be prepared. You actually wrote things down,
and you can tell I'm angry.
Yeah, I know.
You can tell I'm very upset.
I know you don't want to. I see that you don't want to say things that are out of point. So you wanted to be guided to not get emotional with what you're saying. But you keep repeating Britain, Britain, and I'm kind of interested. Why do you keep saying that Britain
Well,
is
the reason why I'm
responsible?
saying is that a whole lot of our educated people and even the common masses don't know where our problem originates from and where our current problem resides. They hide. They use the Fulanis to do the mayhem they're doing to us. They are our problems. They're the ones select our leaders. What do you go to Chatham House to do? They are our problem, big time problem, and they know it. The earlier we wake up to know that these people still colonize Nigeria, the better we will become. Nigeria is not a free country.
Okay, Ocean Master, maybe because I don't know if you want to go to bed. Let me just make a submission. We can
No,
continue.
no. Just play it. It was the one of last 2-3 times now that I'm listening to you instead of me to make my submission. Before I know it, the program have finished. You know, I just doze off. So
Really?
don't worry. I tell you, even I think the last one or the second to the last one, I was very furious because as I would just wake up, rush, click into this thing before I know you are cutting off already. You know, if you notice in 2 or 3 occasions now, I've not spoken here. I've not spoken here. I was just on the program, but sleep carried me because I was very tired.
Okay,
But it's
okay.
okay.
Are you saying that I'm the one that cut you off or sleep carry you?
No. You did not cut me off. Sleep cut me off.
That one is okay. So if that's what I'm saying. Anytime you want to comment, please.
No,
I for sale.
okay. Play the game. I'm interested in looking at Chidinwa or Chidinwa what his body
Okay.
language.
Just
I'm
anytime
not
you want
quite
to say something,
observing.
let me know, okay?
Okay, thank you.
We're colonized. That's why so many agitations.
All right. So let's talk about the political class. I know that a lot of people have forgotten because of the way, right from when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and he started his case, he was no longer speaking, and a lot of things went wrong in his camp with IPOB, ESN, and all kinds of things started happening. And a lot of people now focus on the things that are happening right now, and everybody forgot totally that Nnamdi Kanu at the time was having meeting. He held a meeting. In fact, before the formation of ESN, he held a meeting with the governors. And they came out of that meeting, and the next thing they proscribed IPOB. A lot of people have forgotten all that story. But looking at the political leaders, the governors, the senators, members of House of Reps, because even Shore, in his call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was indicting these political leaders in the Southeast. What do you have to say about all these political leaders, the governors, some of them? What do you have to say about them?
One of these days, the masses will hold them accountable. We will all get up and hold them accountable for what they are doing. I've said it in the past, no sin goes unpunished. No sin goes unpunished. The only thing those our governors, political leaders need to do is to do the right thing. The right thing is what? Take care of our people. Just like their counterparts in the North does. If our leaders, after having that meeting with Nnamdi Kanu, took those demands to Buhari, we wouldn't be in this mess today. And force him to do it, because all he was asking for fairness and equity. Second Niger Bridge, this that we need, seaport, airport. But instead, they were looking at 2023 Igbo presidency. Are you doing Igbo presidency when you have not settled the scores that you have with Britain to find out exactly what is it that we have done to these people that they so much hate the Igbo man that they teach their children to continue to hate this race. And when we have our own children, we don't teach them anything hatred for anybody. That is why we have a 4-year-old, after 4 years in college, our kids will be going to London to do their masters. When they get there, they meet the doom of their life. So it is our political ignorant leaders that keep messing all of us up. Go to the past and the present. Stand for yours for once. Stop over-compromising. That is what is going on. And believe it or not, most of them headband that Nnamdi Kanu is not going to be out, but he will be out. Or we'll come after all of them. How many of them are there? 6 or 7? We'll come after all of them. If they are doing the rightful thing, they wouldn't be worried about one individual. They are so scared and so worried about this man that some of them will take the money meant for their state to be bribing kids.
Looking at Chidiwayawo's face, do you think he agreed? What this man is saying, the answer is no.
I think if Chidinwanya will know that the man will respond like this, he maybe would have not invited him on this program, because I'm observing him very well when he talk about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
Talk about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and all that. And it's funny enough, Chidi, who is against somebody like PM, is pretending to be in love with the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That one baffles me, but no problem.
You see, Mazikai, you will know, you see the saboteurs, some of them are smart. Some people will stay with you, play with you, just to get in of you and do the damages. This kid I'm seeing him like such people, and he's a very bad person. Play what you're playing, then I'll make my submission.
All right.
People that are from other ethnicities, don't give access so that nobody will go and see the president. And I don't mind calling names, but let them not take things for granted, because there will come a day that will come after all of them. And it's not a threat. It's just something that's bound to happen at the appropriate time. Clean up your house. Treat our people like their people. Make sure the insecurity is gone. Don't create insecurities and tag it on somebody. Before Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, like they did, we didn't have insecurities in the Southeast. Like you rightfully mentioned, they invented it.
Exactly.
And they're making money off for feet today, thinking that the masses are stupid. We are not.
You know, sorry, sir. Let me just interject. I was talking with somebody, and the person kept saying, GD, Nnamdi Kanu decimated the Southeast and all that. And I was asking them, before the formation of ESN, what was the situation in the Southeast? I know there's a security challenge now, but what was it before then? Why? And if the formation of ESN was not a right move, why were the governors setting up their own? Why did they set up Amotekun if everything was okay? Why did they think of setting up a Bubago? It was not set up against Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, or ESN. It was set up to check insecurity. So, I mean, I just wanted to throw that one out there. And a lot of the governors are defecting now. We see that even my governor Mba, has defected to APC. A lot of other governors, their body language is showing that they also want to defect to APC. I mean, we have to touch all this, because the politics of the region affects the people, whether you believe in the politics or not. So I wanted to comment on Governor Mba's defection to APC.
That was a very wise thing for him to do. As a matter of fact, Nigeria is a one-party system now, and I commend President Tinubu for that. Maybe he should go ahead and create an emperor and be like the guy from Cameroon.
You shocked me now. I was wondering where are you going? Now
That's
I
what
know
he
where you.
should do. That's what President Tinubu needs to do. Rule Nigeria forever. Because that's what the country deserves. So Mbadi did the rightful thing. He can't be alone. Just like Udokoye said yesterday. A man I have much respect for. So the man have to join the wagon. By the way, PDP, APC, what's the difference? They're the same.
The same
So
thing.
you need to be with the club members so that they will not discriminate against him, so that they don't plan to how to remove him out of the office. He's doing a fantastic job in Enugu, but he still needs to pay attention to security of the Enugu people.
So
That's
you don't
why
have anything
I
against
don't
him
have any
joining
problem
APC?
with him being with any party. But the party is not the issue. The issue is, what are you doing for your people? Look at Otis. He could be in any party and still doing work for Abia people. So
Okay.
let them take care of, forget the party. It will even be better if all of
Mazikai, can I come in?
Because of the time, sorry.
Yeah, can I come in?
Yeah, okay, go for it before I come in.
Okay. So you see, I really applaud this man, though he's a soldier. The soldiers are meant to be very bold. I like the way he speak. I like the way he talk, and he make a whole lot of sense and points. Despite this his last piece of submission about this politics of Tinubu Bank, though the point he's trying to make, is kind of mocking them as well. You understand? But that is by the way. You see, I will start with Chidi Nwanyanwu anchoring this very particular program. And if you look at him, he pretends to be different from the Chidi Nwanyanwu we used to know. Now, if Chidi Nwanyanwu is calm,
Why do
like,
you think so that he's different from the one we know?
oh my God, watch him when he interacted or have confrontation with our PM in some occasions. Watch him when he talk about Biafra. You see the anger, the hatred in him. But look at the way.
Listen, that means you don't know him well. He used to stand like this when Matakan was here.
Okay, maybe
Yeah,
I'm just
in the fundraising. This guy will come in and donate the money with his wife.
sure.
Good.
Sure.
He used to stand as if he's a lover of freedom, Biafra movement and freedom of our people. But when they go and get tough, that's when if things are moving well, like
Everybody say
things are
yes.
kind of calm and peaceful in the sense of like there's no brutal decision. Okay, what I mean by brutal, I'm talking about no serious decision or serious things happening in the movement. He always wants to be involved. That is
good.
He wants his voice to be heard.
So when the going becomes tough, he tries to.
If there's any challenges, or he would start wearing his take it back yellow cap, that barret. He will start putting it on. Why broadcasting?
So this kind of a person is not to be taken serious, but I'm looking at it from the angle of his lax interaction with our PM and some programs he did
that is when the reality about what he feel and how he see the movement surfaced.
Yeah. Okay, good.
That's when the reality of all the things he has been covering. He cannot just hide it anymore. He poured his mind. And his best friend is that time was who? Iken Guru Agu.
Yeah, Ikenga, yes.
Iken Guru Agu now Iken Guru Agu and it's no longer the issue. Okay? They are no longer Ikenga, where are you? Ikenga, I called Ikenga, come back again, now no more Ikenga. Because then it was kind of collab. Let us join hands together and get everything done. And believe you me, from what this our brother BB that joined us earlier today, what he said, because that was a program. I don't know when you started listening to us. That was a program that Chidi Wanya and Femi Adesina, former Buhari,
I know, special advisor.
Special advisor on media communication, something like that. Media, something like that.
Yes.
Femi Adesina. Yes. He was on a program with Chidi Wanya with one Calabar guy, somebody from Yoruba, all those Riverland area. I think Calabar or Akwa Ibom. I don't know where he come from. That one was pouring his hate on Igbo people in that program. And he later said that some people have apologized to them and that. Femi Adesina said that he smiled and said that don't worry, that very soon you're going to hear, Chidi was like, Biafrans are not pushover and that kind of thing. He said, don't worry, you're going to hear. This our brother John me today confirm something for me. That very day they run that program was the day they kidnapped Madam Nomodican.
Okay.
So in that program, Femi Adesina was
aware.
He's aware now. He's one of those. He planned it. So he said that don't worry, that very soon, very soon, that all this noise will quench.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Chidi was okay. I'm not saying that Chidi. I'm not saying that Chidi is among the plan. No. What I'm saying is that during that time, before that time, Chidi was kind of vocal, supporting. But while supporting, his leg is one in movement, the other one is in take it back movement. All right.
These are the
Chidi is not a freedom fighter. Not that he loves anything about.
Number one is look, Mazikai. Number one is not. He is not genuine. He's not pure. Number two, number two or three. He's a Lily Livad person. That's the way I look at it.
When he's really liver person, you may say that the person is kind of being coward. There's a difference between coward, being cowardized and being disabled. So he's the sabo. That is that. He's a sabo. Let us. Ghana Kromiri. Yes. Yes. So this guy, Chidi Wanya, he was trying to be close to PM, very close to PM. He wanted to form alliance with PM and the Maye group. PM have already noticed his mindset, and PM was like, your ideology and mine is different. We cannot.
We cannot together.
Yeah, it will not.
You can't imagine them. Yeah.
So PM later, the reason why he hands up on PM, shamefully, PM came out publicly and disgraced him. PM was like, "Stop calling me. That you this one in Canada always want to perch on everybody."
Yes.
That he's looking for cheap popularity, that they are not here for that. PM made after that statement, this guy Kwana, then he started using started antagonizing PM. Everything he would just call PM out. He started using some words. But at the end of the day,
that is why
back to his original self, which is
that is why I want to say this here. Look at how comfortable he is today, talking about Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Look at how he's talking here, like he's positive on what he's saying about Mazin Nnamdi Kanu or IPOB. Now, if him sitting here saying this, so what is the difference between what Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is doing and what Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing that make him to hate Simon Ekpa?
He hated PM because PM don't want to associate himself to him. Like he don't want to associate with Chidi Wanya. Yes, he wanted to be the voice, one of the voice. Okay, but he's not. Yes, But PM already know, that's one thing about PM. He's not like Master Namorgan. Namorgan will accommodate you and keep quiet. I just allow you. But PM no. PM will torchlight you and place you where you belong, sharply.
Yeah.
So
But
if you want to do eye service, it reminds you that okay, oh, you are a friend, I like you, but stay. You see this chair there, sit down on that chair, okay? He'll smile to you. But you see, the moment you stand up from that chair, PM will frown his face on you. That's his PM.
yes.
He will let you know. Don't go. No. It's okay. I like what you're doing, but you see, this is boundary. Stay here, okay? Let's move on. Yeah, we are one. Sit down here. You will maybe you will shame, out of shame. Sit down. When you sat down there, PM expect you to remain on that seat. If you say okay, because you have been on this seat for some time, let me move forward. He will frown his face. That smile that face that he used to give you, he will frown it separately to push you back. So he did it to Chidinwanya. Chidinwanya couldn't take it. Okay. Now Chid now. She said he's here. I don't know if you noticed what he said about ESN. He said that, let me quote him. If you say that ESN, if you said that the formation of ESN, okay, what was the situation in our land before the formation of ESN? That's what he said here. So he said that ESN, that we have been facing insecurity. That is why Master formed the ESN. That if you say that ESN is something, is not a good move, then like Eastern governors, they should have make sure that they stop our multiple. And
from a bag as well. You see, the veteran,
hold on. Meaning that he's not against ESN, right? Then guess what? Because of the ESN, he's not there calling on Simon Ekpa. Oh, you are the one buying our people. Oh, you are the one causing insecurity. But here he said he admitted that there was insecurity that made people to form ESN. But here in this program, he's saying that there was insecurity. But before then, after the arrest, after the kidnapping of Master Namorgan, this guy was shouting that Master Ekpa is the one causing insecurity in our land with his voice. That they are not doing anything. In fact, hold the mic. Let me see if I'm gonna get one of his old video. If I play it now, some of you will remember what I'm talking about.
So I remember what you're saying very clearly. You see, if you look at what happened recently, when after the sentence of Ujindu, you see that some people disappeared on internet. A good example is the one who called himself Ikuku. This is the like of the people. You understand? Now, he found something. He tried to resurface again. This is their like. That is how they rule. But however, I love that this man put critical question to him about the insecurity, and with his own mouth, he confessed that there have been an insecurity before the coming of ESN. Before the coming of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But if this guy was in Dr. Damage's program and this kind of question comes up, I bet you that he will not respond to in this manner that he responds now, especially if Man Simon Ekpa is there. So you can imagine such a double standard.
I'm telling you.
This is the biggest problem we are facing. And let me come to this, Mazi Kai. I saw, there are two things that I saw today, but I told myself that I will not allow anybody to break my heart, neither to make me feel bad. No.
What is that?
And I want our fellow Biafrans as well to know that nothing that we can see today that our forefathers have not seen. Even during the Biafran War, they saw a lot, and a lot is yet to be told to us. I saw where main market Onitsha was partly demolished, bringing some part of the main market buildings, then all these new buildings, pulling it down. Yes, it's heartbroken, but it is part of it. And I'm calling on Biafrans to know
Is it
that
the new? Is it because of the new structure that he want to put?
he cannot put structures there. He cannot put any new structure there. Because if you know how many market Onitsha was, normally with the place is pulling now, it doesn't supposed to be a building there. The place is pulling down now currently. It was an empty space. So the people found a way to and build on that places. So
Is it demolition of shops or demolition of building?
both the building and the shops, but I think by master plan they don't supposed to be there. You understand? It's meant for space. So, but that is not the point. The point that I'm driving is this. You see, Biafrans, we have been subjugated in Nigeria and every part of Nigeria. Our economies and the means of livelihood have been threatened and sabotaged in many ways. Today in Nigeria, as an Igbo man, as a Biafran, so far as your name is Okechukwu, your name is Chukwu Emeka, your name is Igodomi Igodo, your name is Ampa or whatever name that is not Musa, is not Muhammad and co, or Lawa. If you want to clear your goods from Tinkan or Apapa port, it is a quite different game for you. Unless you use the name Abubakar or Muhammad or maybe Oladimeji, then something will come up from there. So you can see such an sabotage. Now you take it to our own buildings. We negotiate with them on the properties, buy, paid for it. Go to local government and do other necessary documentations, and the approvals are being given. And these people will lay siege. After foundation, they work with you, you pay them money, they will be coming and collecting the gunje, this, that days, until you get to the roof. You pay, you do the final touches. Some of these properties, no person have entered to live in it, even for one day. For one day, the one that are meant to be sold, nobody buy them. The one that are meant to be released or rent, nobody enters there. The government of Lagos, especially this one of what do you call his name, Shumulu or what, will come and demolish those things, demolish it without looking back, without you picking any pin or losing anything out of it. You are not talking about our shops being born on daily basis. Even on the Christmas Eve day, they use it to do happy Christmas for us. On the New Year, the same thing. While you are at home, celebrating with your family in the Eastern region, you will receive call that something is happening in Lagos. Before you know it, so many people are in the East now because they couldn't go back again. These are all the economic sabotage. And this thing doesn't end in Lagos. These things are in all over Abuja, Kano, Kaduna, Sokoto, and co. So you can imagine that. And now, we being subjugated on this kind of condition in this Nigerian state, you come to our own land, in Biafra land, in Igbo land, or interland. These so-called governors that they are using today, the stooges of the caliphate, the enemies within, will allow themselves and sign this kind of contract, this kind of treaty agreement to go and punish their own people, to come and punish us in our land. So we are running from Lagos, from Abuja, from the north and all over, down to our place. And coming to our place, people have been sold their soul for us to make in the same manner, in the same attitude that they are treating us outside, so that it will seem as Igbos are the problem of themselves. But I want to tell my people, I want to tell Biafrans, we need to be courageous. We need to take these pains and we need to stand firm in order to stand on what exactly we are believing on, what we are standing upon. Do not move. Don't be moved. According by the, I'm quoting Dr. Guzorabezu, said, don't be moved. Don't be moved. It's very, very important at this particular time, because what they are doing is to, to cow us into submission. And you know how dangerous it is. And we will not allow that. Today is Monday in Biafra land. Soludo have planned a lot. He have planned to, so that he will force our people out. And at the same time, they will do what they normally know how to do best. To push people to go in the street and something wrong happens to them, either they hit them by car or they call their killers to come and kill them. And once they do it, they will target on indigenous people to jeopardize a lot, and maybe to target to the upcoming appeal case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then think, Biafrans, think what it is. We cannot live on double jeopardy or on double pains. No, we can't. What I will advise and canvas for each and every one of us, we have died enough. We can't die because of these people again. So we don't want to push us, but we have to use our wisdom. We will not use, because of what he's doing in main market today, what he went to Nkwandewi to do, to force them. No, we cannot come out. Ndi will say that nobody here zondo rakando. We can recover this money. We will recover this money. We will get more than that. We will surpass it. But we have to be alive to do that. On that note, we must sit at home in order to save our lives. I must sit at home to save my life. I will not allow you to lure me out so that something will happen, then use me as an example. No, I won't do that. And you won't see my family to do that, because we have talked. We must sit down until Tuesday. So, dear friends, if our fathers could survive with 20 pounds alone after the war, we will still survive and win these people and beat them in their own game. It's very unfortunate that this thing happens, but we have to take it and we will still defeat them, God's willing. It is like that. And again, the other one, I won't dwell on that much. I will just wait and see how the government of USB respond to that. I don't know who is that man that I saw the video, who is trying to talk, bringing some face of our women in Biafra land, putting it in danger by calling on the camera, the Nigerian, our DPM, Dr. Nguzo and giving some kind of 6 months and this and that. And, I don't know what that man wants to achieve with that. But whatever is in mind, I just call our people that are on that very video to be vigilant. Do not fall for the victim of those who have sold themselves. Do not allow them to use you, because some of them may have been compromised and you may not know that. And they put your face on camera. You know what that means, because Nigerian government, Christopher Musa and the president of Nigeria doesn't want to see us speak of ourselves. They always want to tell our history in order to tell lies against us. So since they see your face, we should be very, very careful, because we know the game they have been playing with Biafrans. Found them, kill them, or jail them unjustly. We will not allow that again. So let us be very, very wise while doing what we're doing. And Biafrans, I really want to thank everybody. Those who are very courageous, those we are encouraging. You have to encourage yourself as well, so that all of us will move in the same page. Because if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in Sokoto prison after all that he went through, and inside that Sokoto prison, he is still telling us to be strong. Now, what do you think by yourself? If Mazi Simon Ekpa is in Finland, in prison, far away in Finland, and he's still there, telling us to be strong, that victory is sure, that victory is near. Now, what do you tell yourself? So, the by onye na-agba ọsọ ada agbarebe na ọ bụ na ihe na-achụ ya achụdebere ya ojiji ada akwụsị na ọ bụ na olu ebe ọ na-eje. On that note, we are almost where we are going. Biafrans have been recognized. Nations have been talking about Biafrans. In fact, American Congress, because our people at homeland, I'm saying this, I know that you guys are aware of that Congress House in America are on top of the matter of Biafra. Very positive for the Biafran people. If Israel have used our referendum day being Monday as a way of complimenting us and putting us as people of resilience, people who knows what they want and who mean what they want, that we have sat at home for 5 years. That is an credit to you, Biafrans, you that is hearing my voice now, that is an credit to you. That is what you have done. And we are all in it together. You don't have to quiver. You don't have to move now. Now it's time for you to stand firm. I want to tell you, in this day, we have had it, the news, how Holland have recognized Biafra by accepting the document, the ID card of Biafra, and they give our brothers and sisters their documents to live with the Biafran ID card. That is what happened in Japan, far away Japan. These are strong nations. We have had how Australia have given our people documents through Biafran document, all through by the USB government. The document that they issue, the paper that they issue them, they use it to go to the government of their host nation, and they are granted their request of right to live, their resident permit. We have had that. All these things are part of regulations of our nation. We have had our Northern Ireland have used their ID card to grant people their requests, even some that was condemned to deported. There was release, give them their document back through the Biafran ID card. You can imagine that. And these are the things, these are testimonies looking around the world. And you look at the caliber, the type of the countries that are using this. These are the countries of interest.
I want you, my brother, I want you to, because of the video that I was searching for, I've gotten it. Just
okay. So let me just summarize on this. So we need to remain courageous. The hour is very close. On that note, let Mazikai play the video. Mazikai, I'm still with you here, unless if a call comes. Thank you very much. May God bless us.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Now listen. Yes,
about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down. I just asked you a simple question. People who come to me and they tell me, Chidi, stop attacking Simon Ekpa, because Simon Ekpa is the one who is actually raising money and funding ESN. That if not for the ESN that Simon Ekpa sent to Ozala, they will not be coming Ozala. If not for the ESN that Simon sent to Okigwe, there will not be peace in Okigwe. If not for the funding of ESN that was done and ESN that Simon and Autopilot was funding, they went to a Hamufu, that there will not be peace. Are they correct or are they not correct?
No, they are correct. Let me tell you the truth, they are correct. But I'm telling you,
You are disappointed.
Now, few things to observe here. Okay, when he asked the person all these questions and the person answered the yes, I want you to look at his face. Okay, pay attention. Look at his face when he said that.
That was done. And ESN that Simon and Autopilot was funding, they went to a Hamufu, that there will not be peace. Are they correct or are they not correct?
No, they are.
Now, focus on his face. Listen here.
Are correct. Let me tell you the truth, they are correct. But
what did you notice?
You can see the disappointment in him.
And then he was like,
thank you. because he have never expected that answer.
Thank you. What did they get to observe? He mentioned those places, including his own village. Ozala.
Ozala, yes.
Simon Ekpa sent to Ozala. They will not be.
Are you hearing that?
Yeah.
Now listen. That
if not for the ESN that Simon Ekpa sent to Ozala,
that is the village. Now,
yes,
this guy, he's asking somebody, if not for the ESN sent to Ozala, meaning that he's aware that no female are BL. He's aware that no female are every person. But yet, he still want to do his daily job. And each time those days we used to wear military camouflage.
Yeah, I know.
He dressed in military clothes as if he's a hard man. That is when he want to fight his own brother. He will start wearing military clothes. Then when he want to change to another ideology, he will start wearing take it back Barrett. Yeah, there's a yellow Barrett from take it back movement. Then anytime people are doing anything, he will put on a Isiago and show up.
As
he
a
always
chameleon.
either here or there. Okay.
As a chameleon. Yeah.
Now we're gonna play it again from beginning to the end, so you understand it better.
About Simon Ekpa, it's not bringing him down. I just asked you a simple question. People who come to me and they tell me, Chidi, stop attacking Simon Ekpa, because Simon Ekpa is the one who is actually raising money and funding ESN. That if not for the...
Why people told him to stop attacking Simon Ekpa is because he was attacking Simon Ekpa because of the ESN.
Yeah, it was in the open. Every day he used to be on the Damages show and talking blabbing nonsense about.
He was attacking Simon because of ESN. That they are coming do this and do that. But today, in the video that we played, you can hear him telling you that there was insecurity before the formation of the ESN. That the ESN is the right thing to do and all that. The same ESN, though. The same ESN.
He said that Mazen Nande cannot form because of the insecurity that was there.
So now, but he's saying that, but yet he swept everything under the carpet and said to go hard on PM.
That's when Mazen Nande can tell you that he doesn't know what is wrong with black man mentality, black man brain. What is wrong with that? Just like this same word now I use today when I see the video that somebody sent. I think it is in your listening as well, where somebody is talking, gather some few women talking, talking nonsense. Kind of. I see that as nonsense, but I'm waiting. Let our government react to that and let me see what they will say about it.
Thank you so much. Based on what you said about demolition, Mabel Igwe is here. So I believe Mabel Igwe, I believe your comment is also coming from that angle. Let me tell you something, because I have my own opinion. You understand? Nobody should be downcast. You don't feel bad that demolition is going on. And I will tell you my reason. Many of us, at some point, we contribute in what is going on, the problem we are facing. Okay?
Yeah.
How many politicians do we have from Southeast? How many are there? For example, total senators, I don't know, but I don't think they're up to 8. I don't know.
It's about.
Yes, I don't think they're up to 8.
8 or 18. There will be up to 18 of them in the Southeast. There will be either up to 8 or 18 of them in the Southeast.
Let me ask Google quickly. Let me ask Google. How many
senators we have in the Southeast? It should be either 8 or... let me see.
Do we have from Southeast Nigeria? Okay. There are 15 senators representing Southeast geopolitical zone. 15. Yeah. Then this 15 plus 5 governors, 20.
Yes.
Okay, 20 people.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me not forget about House of Reps.
Mm.
So 20 people plus, let's say maybe House of Reps, maybe let's say another 15. I'm just saying, I don't know, but I've already wasted 3 weeks of time.
No. House of Rep is more number than senator. So
Okay,
House of Rep.
Senator.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask, how many House of Reps? House of Representatives do we have from Southeast?
Not State House, not State House. So
43. Huh?
43. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, 43. Not State House.
43.
Yeah, Federal House. Okay. Yeah. 43.
So is there another one from Federal? I think that
No. It have completed. Yeah, Federal have completed. The Senator,
so
House of Rep.
The first one is 15. 15 senators plus 43 plus
that is 55.
5 governors. That is total of 63 people. 63 people. Now listen.
Okay.
Total of 63 people. They are the one controlling 8 million. Okay? 63, they're not up to 100 people. 63 people. They are the one pressing your neck.
Yeah.
Like never before. And one of them came out, former governor, came out and claimed that that they used to keep people. They used to keep people.
The one from Anderson.
They used to keep people, which he also confirmed that is not good. So your problem are 63 people. Year in, year out, you are suffering from this 63. Sometimes the only changes is the name. The numbers remain the same. Now, out of these people now, out of this problem you have, one of them is the one demolishing your house, doing this and doing that. Then in the same Southeast, you have our youth that will fight themselves with the cutlass. They will go to them in the name of a court. They will risk everything to capture one member that escapes somewhere. They can do anything to go after one of the person they perceive as their enemy. They can do anything to get it done. But they will not confront any of this.
The major problem, the issue that make them to be where they are on the ground.
Good. Now, Soludo, in our community, we have some people who say that all of us will come and go, Masina Morcano is another savior, holy. You not shout, not gonna street. You not shout, not gonna street. Then somebody in a village. I put that on Facebook live here. Second, that your holy is a terrorist, that he deserves to be hanged. But think it. You can never question him. He's moving freely. Okay.
You can't even go and advise him. You can't even go and advise him.
Yes, man. And next time, after turning on his camera and label of you, all of you terrorists, and leaving your leader, then he will not on his camera again, start calling one of the 63 people to come and arrest you and deal with you and torture you. You are hearing it, you are seeing it to Ibatekete. That's no cool. You can't do anything. Then one of the person another thing gonna say that you sit at home, you are doing causing insecurity. We are not going to have never for once import any goods outside the land. That person have never import any goods. Like I'm gonna go 20 feet. Let me just say one line in sheep. One line. You name that
just one bell. One bell and get it. One
bell, my dear. Have never even invest his money to bring goods inside it. But now you're gonna work how you no economy is
if you permit me, I will shock you somehow.
Please do.
Does this surprise you that these guys, like the guys you mentioned, the one that will tell you that they are guys in the bush, after all, they go see are you surprised that the same people within the election period are the people that we use? Number one, how name a function cards. I am not the mother, or how I anata. How much I assault Diego, how I about the talks, how I am the jog, or buy a ballot box, how I ballot box, I won't buy a message sensitization or more immobilized guys. How I about I try a chiji in a Biafra kita now. Enough and if you are house to house, Manda I won, or Bukan email he to I get me. You know, beyond that dress, the same people. Die for the claim would go, Nabaloya, Namenka, Namenkozo. The same people. That is why, Mazikai, when I look at what happened, also the other time, we're not talking about that, but sometimes when I look at it, I think, oh my God, where are people with balls? Truly, where are people with balls? The worst thing that will happen to somebody is to allow your enemy to urinate on the tomb of your father or spit to the face of your parents at your presence. And what did he mean? But one of my friends told me, and I think it's the right thing to do, that at this time, that nobody he will send penny to down home because some of them are causing the problem that is going on. You are sending them money, they are feeling fat. They could not even stand up, to confront their fears, even when they could do that, because they believe that tomorrow, say, tell your brother, and when you send the you're going to care me, and you send you and I want you to see them. So I go ahead, Master.
Anything about these people? As it stands today, to be honest with you, I have many things in my mind, but I don't think we are in position to go there. Everything that has happened have a reason, and I cannot be in my house and be in another man's house. All I know is that what I just said now about 63 people pressing everybody like
8 million, 12 million people.
Yeah, so this is just because I know that it will continue this way. But when it comes to the issue of people that are supposed to do what they're supposed to do and how to do it and all that,
and they grade themselves.
When the foundation is wrong, there's no way you should expect a very strong house. You have to focus. You have to go back to the foundation, and the foundation is the time of oge na-ahụ ndị ọrụ na-ahụpụta ndị ga-eme ife. Ama m na a na-alaiki ọ na-adị mma ịkpọta ndị aka siri ike, ndị ụkwụ siri ike ga-agawo n'ime ọhịa. Ama m ka agwatakwa mmụọ, mana eme ife mere ị na-anya na ndị agha Bongo. Ife mere ndị agha Bongo ji ama ndị nata mma bụ n'ọkwa nsogbu ya bido from oge na-ahụpụta ndị ga-anọ n'ahịa. Ị na-ahọ ndị ahịa ọbụ ife niile efuru bụkwa amụ bụ ya ahịa. Owe nke ịjụ iche eke na kedu afa gị, ka ebe ị ga skuul na ọda ife imego kere ndị bi ịghọta ebe na ichuzuru onye ji ụkwa gbawado. Ọ batakwa n'ime ahịa, n'ime otu ndị ahịa, ọ nọkwa ọ bụrụ ụbọchị ọ nọ ọfụta chọọ ebe ọ ga-agbawado. So it's normal. Ọ dị ka kịta ndị chọrọ ịghọta nwata nwaanyị ga-aga convent, ndị ga-aga ichi sista, reference sista. Ị ga-kpọta one hook up girl tie na the mix. So And I go him on in the trouser for the next check my or phone.
They take size, yeah.
Check size, and I know I go him more. Man, on the one and I go him more. I you check for that. So we need to also but now I don't blame on the hotter and the I am on the hotter. If because some of the open a good talk. Or man not all of a sudden we able to know everything about super on and gear or one body age and the one. As na that one we bought normal protocol.
Yes, sir.
Man, one win up one win up I just say the ball.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I need a different. And another thing about just like if I'm Kukweno, aka then the EGD do tab, EGG, I come and Panaka, make you bring every rose of the folk. I can be dress of their Kembe. So they say, and the Ogen Kere, Nando to someone, no, if I be February, farmer. So they capitalize on their weaknesses. Where we maybe we manage it's on the market. I want to guys no goes that bit no consulia. We open up again and also care upon is
Ini di kwani ki obonizi ifu onye magori onye ọ na ụmụazị ịmụ onye ọ na-efu na-afụ iru ji rapụ ya na-ama azụ na-ama mbazụ n'azụ ya ịma ihe onye so gịnị ihe niile kọba akọ na ịmaga ebe ọ nọ ịhapụ ya ka ọ gaa ebe ahụ
niile bụ ife asịrị na iberibe na-ebute because and the accident na full at 40 is a fool forever. If he game money can go na 20 so money be good that me cable that na give up has like somebody aku smoker somebody not done go with that secret none
here smoker
within 19 years old go cigar 15 years old go cigar say 23 years if I is addicted to smoke.
Nicotine emang kwe rap n'aka mgbe ọ na-afọ ya bịa n'aka
onye nkafe onye izu ilu 40 before ọkụsa ị ga-asịkọta na edogo ga-akịta na onye nka na category of a fool at first a fool forever. So sometimes I want more oge will give up, to be honest with you. Like now I'm not gonna ask some people why I can't report me that area no you they will go what go in so I wonder now but I don't go more that way Joe Madge and I'm at Facebook then a Facebook now I got a group my own group na Facebook okay that group no about 3,000 plus now followers.
Wow. Yeah.
Or just group or what if or just group and getting just created.
Yes, I understand. Yeah.
Now that group, people they post anyhow, both man in the US. Well, I'm just about everybody getting a post literally post. Now, important guys, if any man post about if any man they can watch. And I'm gonna most of this program when they do that. It will be a program like this and scan or through Facebook. He gave it they go on Facebook for anti-American and anti-Samoan, anti-Biafran Liberation Army, and the Biafran Liberation Army before with their account on Facebook. So they also they are seeing all those things too. If you say I don't know if
we understand now. We understand.
Oye na ya na-azụ na mmụọ anyị na-agba n'iro onye na ya na-azụ mmụọ anyị ga-apịa ya ụtarị. So ọ dịghị ka somebody put up I'm sure make mother fatata but because oge na-akpafa na-akpọ ụda fanifa and mmemme ọ gago mmadụ pụta ọ nọ kamera ya wee sị gị na n'ụwa na-egbu ọbana bute story na-atọ dị connected sị gị na ọgwagwụ a you watch one of the thing you know you have idiot and off your questions shape up you contribute but it doesn't know the normal. You are not serious. You are just not serious. Anyway, he like a mass number gun, you love mass number gun, matter but I say na mass gun will be a criminal, somebody is a criminal. But that means you are just if you Jamie up because you are not loyal to them, you are just interested in the money neither from these two people. That's all the fact. make programs na nna gị wa kịta nna gị bụ ogbu ọchụ na ọrụ iberibe na ọ na ekuche ya ị ga-agba nkịtị
Ibe na niya na nya ka m na-agwa gị ha na.
Not possible now.
Or if you salonya, if your reaction to that person, you made the person know you here next minute come on here. Do you understand?
You have said it all, and for if you could not, you just nailed it. You just nailed it. Thank you so much, my brother. I think we're going to wind down now.
Okay.
Let us one because it's getting late. So tomorrow we continue from where we stop. Honestly, I did not even plan to stream this later, but my guys so I have to manage myself to show up.
Yeah. You are doing great. All of you that are independent media, you're all doing very great. You're in fact Chineke I continue now goes because I know what it teaches as a man. Nwoke gbara ihe ọ na-agbara pụtakwa on kwa camera on
anyị since morning can just no that after fundraising can just cut or video if DPM could post
yes, from you. I from you, drop a comment.
After I post, I have to set my camera to record or video record.
Wow.
Record or video post that video post for the first time today. In the morning here, I posted a video that I labeled that video. Their friends that report Christians.
Yes. Half of me.
That video, they got to go 1,600 after all the shower. It was Sundays. People don't. They didn't that in the social media on Sundays. Now they people to compare.
Yeah.
So if that video can just publish here, just publish the video. Then hoping that I will come live. Maybe towards evening time.
Yeah.
But this is very very down.
Yes.
I have to. So okay, let me just wait.
So not like that, Chineke mara, you just give yourself a little break so that you can wear the strength to carry on. Because everyone I don't do okutu now. And so sometimes you give it a gap, then all good me prevention may just cut and I'll be very brief. And then when I live program, you can make all the brief in the buy better pana. I've already put a program out. Also,
live program. I don't give me a brief because now on the make it say, oh, he can make a brief. He ended the program. If you make a better program, you put yourself.
You made your submission. No, you also for the
My bad. I wish you can join us because I hate to hear that you are down. Like you said, Kai, good morning. I'm in deep tears. What is actually happening to these Igbo leaders? Our people have suffered even in their land. I understand. But I will marry for Jibora my Fienko.
Yes.
So you may go be featured agwo. You gave me featured Bulomba. You got to go. Oh, yeah, what the pin na donaya. Madu with the pin called Waganaya. If I take it up, not to get any guaya, get out again on the Monaco, I get out of my dog pin. If I take it or not again, I got to go. The pin will eventually enter your eyes.
Yes.
It will eventually enter your eyes. So let us, I don't blame the governor. I don't blame governors. You saw this position. This is the 63 people. In fact, from henceforth, I will be calling them 63.
Yes.
63 people on the southeast. I don't blame them at all. Mention both our country on one. Now, both in Africa, because Africa both in Asia, in South America, in Europe. Mention one country. Or just a country before me. Mention one country.
None.
Mention one country before me 1 year. 1 year.
No. Absolutely none.
Let alone 8 years.
even mechakwa pụta ịmadị nke na-aba from emecha ha pụtakwa second tenor hope ụzọ dị mma sị ha that na ya akpọje 4,000 people n'Europe ka alụ ọrụ ha kwenye.
My brother, na-ege ntị na ndị Iran kịta very soon ndị be achọ ọfịs Iran very soon kịta a ga-achọ ọfịs Iran na ya nọkwa Iran na this country na ma Arab country anyị na ya nọkwa Iran na ya na-achọgoro ma na-ejenti na-achọ ọfịs eme visa akwụkwọ ya Iran ịma mmadụ one ndị a sacrifice na
to get their freedom.
Do you know how many few months ago Bangladesh put a sacrifice ya put a kwechiri nke ndị anyị bụ ebe anyị na-ekwechi bụ Fulani Igbo oge ebe ndị anyị as if we actually care about life. Fulani na-egbu n'efu. If you combine people ndị egburu na world egbu just gbufu nkịtị na world nothing. Ndị egburu na Benue State na is enough in short to the country down. But actually if we the country I just want to focus on Southeast. If you want na Aba if you go now to Operation Python dance,
yes. Ndị nke pụta mbọsị a ka ha mee ihe na n'ahịa o nichara ndị anyị white ndị akpụpụta mbọsị a niile just na ifuru ihe how life itrigago obodo ime ihe na isi maazị ka
n'ezi ebe Chineke na-wekpọzi ndị isi ojii ọkụ ndị na-asọpọt ndị kwere na ife Biafra na-eme na protest is enough ife mere fa is enough itriga gowabo ya omenala na believe na Biafra ndị kwa na believe na is enough itriga ga join fa protest because black people don't know how to fight against injustice. We don't know how to do it. And anybody that stood up or step out to do that, instead of if I fight injustice, they will fight you.
Yes.
I don't know what is wrong. So all those things they make it all somebody today said that now. All this breaking news, if any Shegumi has a Yabacha and after Sharia law can now my prayer, I know that some people will say Kai report to a very wicked man. My prayer belong to may continue. You see all those things. Continue.
Are you not seeing that today, Are you not seeing that people in Iran are jubilating that they are liberated, but in the northern Nigeria, they are protesting that the people of Iran is liberated? Are you not seeing it?
He's playing before us, my dear. We are seeing everything. Now, even you will go and choke, and my prayer will let it long may continue. Okosa, we will go back to our shield. You know what coward are those that will receive pushing? They will be pushing you. Even when you are in an they push you to the wall.
Wall. They push when in at you still all kind of web and they push.
Can you go war and not depend the pushing? Yeah. It doesn't want to was what will happen very soon? I get his hammer. Now put up again that wall. My dear, you'll be forced to push. You got fear now. You will be forced to. But
I agree.
1967 to 1970 war, Nigerian Biafra scene. If anybody will query Juku Gaya war, or would able to if you bring Ugu Hausa.
Yes.
I call quick with the runner. Almost every family, every community will represent this very possible. So by the time if you name na Yoruba game in the north, one day, I bought an Kaduna go hear them. You're from one again at that place. If I got 1,000 people. I mean, I'm at that one after they don't go call the name.
Yes. Yes.
They were okay. Chuku begin okay. If I get in there, I got the expansion as 800 people. 800 people. You know, handle that. I will go. You push that home. You see now. Go again. You so much can make the tap at home.
Oh no, yes, you.
Typical in Igbo. They know I had was somebody before. Go Carolina also. No.
But there was somebody now. No much before.
ọ bụrụ mazụ ma mgba ọsọ a na-ekwu ya na ọ dịghị ka onye ka ị na-emeri ya, are you doing it for me? I tell on this thing. I have my own people in the Yoruba land in the north, even as of now. But if I didn't make you based on I'm just saying it because I also say the same thing to them. Okay, if anything happens to you, macho cool, chill, beer. Where's one get big? Very calm because again.
Ịma na Maazị Kai gee ntị ya, ndị Igbo si that na a na-agwa ntị anụrụ, egburu isi ntị esobu ya ọkụ ya. Then ndị Igbo chi ya ata azụ sị that na oyi m na mụ gwarị na oyi m na m aka agwarị na ọ bụrụ the same. Good. Then wee na-achịyatakwazi azụ si na onye agwa akwe mana ọ bụrụ na ikwela, you get yourself to blame. At that point bụ ngwacharakwa na onye ahụ onye ekwere ihe ndị emezi ewu mgbọsi ome somebody like nwa ome adịmatụpụrụ onye ahụ ọnụ onye a mgbe ụfọdụ ndị mara masị na n'obi onye anọ mgbe na onye anọ. But my question bụ, did I tell you? Did I inform you? Did I advise you? Did I warn you? That na mmiri na-apịakwa. Ngwacharakwa anaghị nye ọbụna ikwelu. Paint me and for me to show you my paint bụ na ihe ahụ mee mgbe aka ya ama onye mba ọfụma. That's me. Because no one ndị si na ha fọ agwakọta mmadụ eziokwu ọwụ na onye ekwere. Go ahead. Ọ bụrụ na ịgwagide mmadụ eziokwu ọ bụrụ na okwe ịgwa mmadụ eziokwu okweghị because of na ọ chọrọ eziokwu ịfụ ahụ ghere ya onye ahụ. Yes. So no.
So my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ocean Master. Like I said, we're gonna draw the curtain close now.
Okay, so let me just conclude by saying this. It's just a reminder of our people, Biafrans, myself, and every other person. I am reminding us, call your people back home, as I am doing. Advise your family. We will never cry or mourn again. We will not accept double tragedy. They have set this trap, and we will not fall to that. Soludo and Co have set it. We will not fall to it. What do you do and how to avert it? Sit down as the sun sets. Sit down. So far as it's 6 o'clock in the morning, sit down in your house. Do not travel. Do not say, let me go to market and bring this and that. Do not cry over what is going on, what Soludo is doing or whoever. Leave it. It will come to pass and we will surpass it. So sit down on your home and wait. You look at the history that we are saying today. In Iran, over 40,000 people, as at last month, paid the supreme price for their people to be free. And at this moment we are talking, Iranians are jubilating because help have come to them. They are still taking some people down, but they are jubilating because they know that this freedom is for eternity. There is no price that worth more than freedom. Some people have paid it and some will enjoy it. The children, and those that are alive will do it. Just like in our place today. If you don't do the right thing, these people, they will come to your house, they will subject you to many things. You will not move on the route. They will target you and they will do you harms, if not taking your life. So why don't you join the movement? Sit at home to prove the point, to let the world know which is the best weapon that we have now. That is what it is. Fellow Biafrans, let us be firm on our quest. Let us be courageous and do not allow yourself to be used or lured out or to go out and be killed by a Nigerian state. Spare your life and be alive to tell your story. May God bless us as we sit down, as we do our sit at home on Mondays. Thank you. Mazikai.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ocean Master. God bless you. And my greetings to you, Ocean Master, and that our brother that joined us, BB. And also on you as well, that is on comment section, that shared and liked the video. God bless you. And some of you that say that you don't want to like the video, I can see that percentage this hour. I think I have my enemies are more at late hour. They always my enemies.
Some of them may not remember to do so. Let them click the like button now. Share it accordingly.
Some of them said no. Okay, I think those of them. I think they know they mean okay. Maybe the no is that that they have not liked the video. Anyway, please, all of you on comment section, may God bless you and protect you, preserve you, and give you the strength, the wisdom to understand the truth and hacking to the truth without dangling like fallback. Make sure you do what you're supposed to do and when you're supposed to do that. Thank you so much. And please, if you have not liked the video, please do like the video. Daniel, I greet you. I don't know if you are still here. Justin, I greet you, Justin. And Fred KD, I greet Fresh KD, I greet you. Mabel Igwe, I think you drop a call and maybe you doze off. And Petra said, Mazeka and there would you see Ken Arrow. Okay, if you GCK Naro, okay.
Okay, now also.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And he said again, GCK Chineke Gozegi. Chineke Gozegi. And thank you. And then we go to Stephen. Stephen said, greetings to everyone. All help Biafra. God bless everyone. Thank you so much. Vince said, God bless you, brother. Thank you. And bless you too.
Yeah.
Good night to you, or see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.
Yeah.